3, 2, 1. And come on, let's wave. Welcome to the VAbE, the podcast, or the VAbE experience.
And boom, we're live. So how are you guys doing tonight? This is the VAbE.
Superb. Amazing.
Caffeinated and motivated.
And also to our listeners, how are you guys doing tonight? And
How are you doing tonight?
Exactly. How you doing?
He's
But,
high.
So we're the VAbE, the podcast, and bringing to you the 11th episode of the podcast. It's been 10 good set of recordings that we've done, but for the first time, I'd love to introduce this amazing person, a celebrity amidst us. He's written books. He has a lot of experience with a lot of different businesses, and he hails from the world, the way I see it. The books are available globally. We'll talk about this during the podcast. He goes by Dr. Andrew. So that's Dr. Andrew Rosario. And welcome to the VAbE, Andrew.
Thank you so
Yep.
much.
So along with Andrew, I've got in the room with me AB Chan.
Hello.
What a busy day.
What a busy day.
So that's
I'm
AB
good.
Chan.
I'm good.
And we've got Pallavi as well in the room with us.
Hey everyone.
Yep.
Good to be back.
Exact. So yeah, that's us in the room. We'll try to create a separate topic altogether because Andrew comes from a very very good sort of an understanding about things, and that's what we are trying to sort of leverage. I see his book goes by the title Superhuman by Dr. Andrew Rosario. The book talks about how to be a superhuman, and I guess it's a definite bestseller as well. Globally available copy. So we'll share the link within our description. Feel free to drop in, show some love to even Dr. Andrew, who's in the room with us. But yep. So tonight we're trying to sort of leverage upon a very different topic. Let's try and create something around the topic energies, where we're talking about energies at a different plane, not the generic electricity or fire or say solar sort of energies as such. Where we're talking about purely at a very separate plane. More at a spiritual level, more at places or people coming out with energies, and then very much more to do with that. And yep, so maybe AB Chan, as we usually begin, still want to take a backseat, or maybe we should actually have our
No, we should have a guest.
Yep. So let's do that. But Dr. Andrew, lovely to have you on the podcast.
Thank you.
And just if you could, sort of give maybe some sort of an introduction towards yourself. For our listeners, because I know you through my travel recently, and it's been amazing having conversations. But we've missed out on the mic, and that is what we said, that let's record these conversations, because it was certainly at a plane which I am guessing the podcast tonight is going to be about. But again, a quick or maybe an introduction of yours, if you could sort of throw some light.
All right. Okay. As you know, my name is Dr. Andrew Rosario.
Yeah.
Well, I started my life with something very small, struggle, whatever. But I studied psychology, PhD in psychology in New York. And well, later on, I was introduced to spirituality, which is something really changed my life. So that's what I do for a living right now. Psychology hybrid with spirituality, something also called quantum healing or quantum science.
Oh,
yeah, something very new.
It's nice because I guess as far as India is concerned, it is known to be one of the most spiritual,
one of the best in the world.
In the world,
yeah.
The
secret to the world, actually.
And true enough, I've seen the magic happen here in India, and from say the quantum healing perspective. I mean, we've been healing in ways which the whole world is adopting to right now. But I guess this is something really new.
Actually, what India used to know
Yeah.
previously, like for 10 years ago,
Right.
like let's say ancient Adi Rishis,
Yep.
we just about to discover, and already science community,
Yeah.
they're discovering right now. And I would say just 0.5%,
Exactly.
not even like 1%. And quantum physics, or you can say the spiritual realm, it's like a big ocean. If you talk about it, it will never end. But yeah, it's yet good to talk about it because it's something can change your life and many others. It helps you to know you're within. So this is the reason actually I started writing, because whatever I have learned through my journey, I really want to share it with the whole
Exactly.
world. If it can change my life, why not yours? Because you're as human as I am.
True.
You got everything that I got, and I got everything that you got. So I think this is the best way to share your knowledge is writing book. So yeah, that's where
Yeah, I
the
mean-
superhuman comes.
And that's kind of a very brilliant way that you've put, because I was actually going through the table of contents of your book.
Mhm.
Simply amazing.
Thank you.
So, I mean, the planes at which you've been speaking, we've been seeing it as maybe even at times the universe talking to us, because I mean, I correlate to you to this guy who's actually seen a lot and has experienced a lot, right?
Mhm.
So the sheer conviction with which you come to forward, I mean, that's really commendable. But then, if you could talk more about the book in terms of not just maybe a 2 cents, maybe more about it, because I guess that was the table of contents was
Mm.
quite a bit.
Well,
I'd love to read. I mean,
Let's
I guess,
read the table of contents first.
yeah,
I think we should not go through the whole table of content, but instead few most important, because I think in podcast there is a
Yeah.
time limit, because it's a worth 600 pages a book. I think we cannot finish in one,
true.
podcast. So I think we pick up
So
few.
let's pick up a few of those table of contents, and maybe we could talk about that as well,
Yeah.
because I mean, we wouldn't want to give out the whole book, right? So as a part of this
Yeah.
becomes an audiobook.
I think even you try, you can't.
Both
because,
AV Chan and me buying it from Audible.
anyways,
Because, yeah.
the first and the most. I started my book with writing "Who am I?"
I mean,
Huge question actually. So if I ask you,
yeah.
let's say like I'm a stranger to you and I'm asking you, who are you? So what would be your answer? I would ask all of you basically, but I want to start with you.
So I mean, very early on in my life, I used to think, who am I? And then maybe I was 7-8 years old, and then I started questioning, who am I really? And at a very deeper level, I had that set of maybe deeper thinking those times. Couldn't really come up with an answer as such. I used to think I'm a human, I'm a soul, I'm a Brahman, I'm an, I don't know, trying to, sort of fit into something. But one fine, I would say, day in one of these years, maybe I might be around 2012, so maybe 21 or 22, when I was asked this question.
Okay.
And I mean, at that time, the person made me realize that, what, you're trying to seek answers which are probably very difficult to come up with. And I was told this, that, you're nothing, but you're everything. So, I mean, that was like a goosebump and a jolt to me at that moment. But after that, years passed by, then maybe I, sort of forgot that jolt as such. But I mean, I'm trying to, sort of relive that, but it's kind of a moment which I lived that for a while, but then only to, sort of get back to my older measures. So I know that was at a very, very different plane. But initially, I used to answer, right, I am a student, I am my mother's son, I am this, I'm that. But actually, who are you?
So how about Pallavi?
I don't know really, but if I was forced to think about it. I'm just beautiful, right? Beautiful being, not even human being, a being uh, who is capable of evolving, reasoning, um, and who can create a different dimension altogether. Yeah. And my existence, time of existence, right? So, yeah.
So how about Abhishek?
The like, who am I in true essence? I discovered, I believe 6-7 years back, that when I came to terms with myself, like to what degree I would rate myself to, like, in order to determine like who am I. So the conclusion that I had come, and I still agree with it, is that I'm not a devil. I'm the demon. I'm the monster under deliberate control, to enable myself socialize, fraternize, and whatnot. Because I've had such experiences where even it didn't strike me earlier that I could be ruthless when demanding. But then again, there's no point justifying under what circumstances, right? If you played that character, that means you played that character. So I don't want to judge myself on the circumstances either. But then, and there have been times where, like, so in a way, in order to justify those misdeeds, I've learned to be selfless. So I can safely, it's safe to say to myself, like, that I'm a very selfless being. So I have two opposite characteristics. I'm honest as fuck. So that has led me to be upfront as fuck, brutal at times. So this is, and every day with time, the feeling only grows stronger. So how I could relate myself, like Joe Rogan in one of his podcasts was saying, like, actually this conviction came upon when Jordan Peterson also reiterated in his own way, like, you should be a monster under deliberate control.
Correct.
So that's what my quote about who am I comes from, basically. So Joe Rogan was saying that it's better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war. So I better be a warrior. And that's why it fucks me up at times, like, my misdeeds and the desire to right my wrongs. So that's why I feel that gives me quite a bit of stress.
Maybe a kind of a wrong segue, but
Yeah.
still, no, not for you, for what I'm going to say.
Okay.
So the book which I've been going through right now is called The Way of the Superior Man.
Okay.
So
Audible.
Yeah, on Audible. Nice. So I'm forgetting the name of the author, but I mean, he says in the book that every human being is and specifically masculine energies, right? So that is going to typically be in pain in general. A lot of pain, it's going to be there in the world, and in the face of pain, right? What is beyond pain is the thing that you always wanted.
Exactly.
The power, the gift, the purpose as such, right? So you need to, for you to be feeling more masculine, you need to actually fiddle with that thin line, right? You need to underplay and overplay at times, but majority of the times, like you said, right, you need to be a monster. You need to overplay through your pain and push further, but still not be so ahead that you start losing yourself within the whole energy game, power game, and the battle game. Pardon me, the financial game and everything. So I mean that really hit me to a very different level, because he was talking more from a relationship standpoint, but in general, when I was correlating more from not just the relationship, but even in general in the world. How do you actually penetrate the universe? Is what he was talking about. So that was something very, very interesting. But coming back to what Dr. Andrew was actually saying. Who am I is what you really amazingly mentioned. But Dr. Andrew, I mean,
Okay.
this is
Who
a
are
very,
you? Let's also
exactly. I
ask
mean,
him.
this is a question which probably a lot of people would correlate to as well, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people are trying to find their purpose.
It actually depends
Yeah.
on what they went through,
Yeah.
but that's not what always true.
Yeah.
Because the truth is, if you ask me,
Yeah.
Doctor, who are you?
Yeah.
Very often, this is the most hardest
Exactly.
to answer. At the same time, it's very easy.
Exactly.
For me, it's very easy.
Yeah.
If you ask me who am I, very simple answer. I'm just a soul.
Yeah.
I'm nothing. I'm just a beam of light.
Yeah.
You know, very often we like have a profile. We build a profile of ourselves because of our environment,
Yeah.
the illusion, Maya, that went through.
Yeah.
Basically, we are just a soul living in this body. So we are nothing more than that. When you say, most often when I ask you, who are you? You will answer, most probably people will answer, I'm a doctor.
I'm a
I'm a bloody engineer.
Yeah.
I am Indian. I am
This
African.
religion or
Yeah,
caste.
I am Christian.
Yeah.
But you're nothing. You're just nothing. The main purpose of being is being nothing. The moment you correlate with all those things, you become chaos,
Everything.
bizarre. This is not who you are.
Yeah.
You are just a beam of light. The
True.
moment you get out of this body, you're one with the universe and the nature. So
Wow.
the moment you add all those things,
Yeah.
you are adding bazaar into you, the misery. You know, a few minutes ago, Abhishek was talking about the demon thing.
Yeah.
This is not who we are, actually. To be
Yeah.
honest, it's not who we are. When you bring that into you, you are bringing demon into you.
Yeah.
Like it's the perception how you think.
Yeah.
That's why I always say that change the way you think.
Exactly.
Your belief system makes you who you are. Some people are rich and successful, but they're not happy. Why? Because they have built that profile in them that they are not actually. They are not who they think they are. See, the moment you let go of everything and you just believe and you know, because by believe and knowing, the believing is not a big thing. By realizing, it's very important. What makes you different, what makes you enlightened is when you realize things. The moment you realize, like we all know, we are a soul, not a body, but we never realize it. That's the biggest thing would ever happen into your life, and it don't happen to everybody. Just the chosen one, right? So the moment you realize this, you're no longer a demon or something.
Right.
You are a divine, and the moment you're divine, you have the power to manifest the energy, where the energy comes. Because at that moment, you become so sensitive, you can literally understand the energy, the frequencies. And you know, the ancient time, when you're talking about the energy, I'm very intrigued to talk about the energy. When you talk about the energy, you know, Hindu religion, they talk about Bhagavans.
Right.
Like Hanuman, like Shiva.
Yeah.
Well, this
Indra
modern world,
and,
this modern world, this become a kind of joke, and Hindu religion become a joke. Okay, many people might get offended by hearing it, but let me tell you, let me go before you judge me. I want to go onto it, how it's supposed to be and how it were before.
Yeah.
Well, okay, Hanuman is energy, is a frequency. If you're scientifically speaking, quantum science or something, because we are the energies. We are the energy bodies. The soul itself is the energy, and your body run on the energy. The nerve system, CNS, central nervous system. And our whole pattern, thinking patterns, psychologically, your subconscious mind is controlling whole body system, your organs, your cells been controlled by your subconscious mind. And subconscious mind control through the energy, right? So basically, you are an energy body, somehow and other way around, okay? So when you talk about this Bhagwan, these are just like, make it simple. You are the radio and they are the towers. And By the way, when you say Lakshmi energy, Lakshmi known for money, Hanuman
Wealth and,
known for strength, Balbir,
right.
and Shiva known for peacefulness, Kali, na sukh na dukh, just empty.
Empty.
So it's like our energy body can tap into the energies, like the frequencies,
Yeah.
because every Bhagavan, they have a frequency. Scientifically
Right.
speaking, they are frequency. For
True.
example, Shiva. When you say Shivling, we have a very misunderstanding about Shivling. Like some doctor described, it's the genital of Shiva, which is not true at all. According to Veda, ling means the symbol of Shiva,
Yeah.
and it has a 3-layer. Adi Rishis used to say Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Shiva is the neutron,
Yeah.
atom and molecule.
Right.
Brahma, Vishnu, negative and positive charge, and the neutron.
Okay.
So why they say, and by the way, in scientific world, we used to say atom, molecule, and neutron. And Adi Rishis used to say Brahma, Vishnu, because that time we didn't have a science. We created these words.
Exactly. I mean, you could name it whatever you want.
Exactly.
But they saw the similarity and gave it certain properties as well, right? So,
Because this stone is not just a stone. It has a property, definitely, as you were saying.
Yeah.
It has the power, the energy, the frequencies that can heal you, or sometimes it can destroy you. It depends what frequency you tap into. Because energy is, you cannot judge anything by good or bad. There's nothing called good or bad. We created good or bad.
That's all relative, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the
Nothing
thing is that
absolute.
exactly. And this is something that makes us devil or angel. There's nothing called devil or angel. It's all the energies that we go through. Like, for example, when we grow up from the beginning, from the childhood, we were taught lies.
yeah, agreed.
All the lies first of all, by your mom, by your dad,
Yeah.
then by your teacher,
Yeah.
and then by your society, because they want you to be blind. They don't want you to know the truth, because it starts from your government. They want to manipulate you. They want to control you. Because why? If they don't control you, they have no power, because their strength and energy, power is you. Because if you are enlightened, you know it all, you know the truth, then who's going to vote them?
Exactly.
Right? So what they do, they started with a chemical, something called fluoride. And you know what fluoride does. You're going to ask me now, what is the relationship between fluoride?
Yeah.
Wow, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean,
the look on his face.
yeah, man. I mean,
What does it do?
Okay, cool. Let me go with energy, because it's also related to your energy. Okay. Before I start with the fluoride, I will talk first. Let me introduce you to your energy system, how it works.
okay.
Well, why I call this book Superhuman, because you have super dormant energy, natural energy that was created when you was born, and you had access when you were age of 11. And as I was saying, our society, they corrupted. I'll come to that point later.
Yeah.
They corrupted us, and we lost that power. Actually, that is correlated to that. Okay, so basically, you have a dormant energy. In Hindu culture, they say Kundalini Shakti. Kundalini energy is your dormant energy, scientifically speaking.
Okay.
In Vedic way of saying, it's a Kundalini energy. Or in Chinese culture, they say Qi, the energy, the life force, the life force.
Yeah.
So basically, it's lying on your bottom of your spine that holds the energy. It's a coiled up snake, bottom of your spine.
Right.
And when it rises, they go through your 7 chakras, and each chakra has their own functions, of course.
Right.
It's energy centers. Chakras are basically the energy centers of your body.
Right.
7 energy centers, but 6 of them inside your body. One of them is like the crown, like out of your body. Okay, so your Kundalini is the dormant energy. It enables you to see the truth. For example, your Muladhara, which is the root chakra, that controls your certain level of your life, such as finance, fear. Because if you have fear, you lose finance. You cannot focus on your business. And it moves through your spine. The more upper the energy moves upward, there's a second called, it's in Vedic name, it's Manipuri. Manipuri chakra. Swadhisthana. Then after that Manipuri, then it's Anahata, heart chakra, Vishuddhi, Ajna or Agnya, or the crown chakra, which is Sahasrara. Basically, your Swadhisthana, what it does, it controls your health system, health nervous system.
Yeah.
It controls when it's balanced, the energy.
Hmm.
You're physically healthy.
Right.
And when you move upwards, it's called Manipuri, that deals with your creativity. When your creativity is fucked, you are unable to do business,
Right.
creative work. You are just useless person.
True.
Because without creativity, you're nothing. Human were made for creativity. And then Anahata. Anahata deals with love. Because look, in heart, here, in this chakra or
Yeah.
this energy point, you cannot hold two things at a time. You have to choose either the ways,
Okay.
hate or love. The moment you learn to love, your chakras start to balance and you learn to forgive. The moment you learn to forgive, it's when you started to love. And your love, it never starts from outside, external. See, your chakra is all about internal. You
Right.
become one with the universe when you're internal. Your energy is inverted inside. You can see your inside. So when you started to love,
Yeah.
the first person you're gonna love or fall in love with is you. The moment you fall in love with yourself, there's no freaking way that you can hate anything on everything, because you will see love because your energy is love that time. Because there's the energy, the positive energy. And when you know how to love and forgive, your energy will move upwards to your Vishuddhi. And Vishuddhi
Right.
is the throat chakra. Basically, what's in your heart, it flows out of your mouth. And
Right.
people will not hate you because the energy is so pure that they want to listen to you. Just
Right.
like when I spoke to you a while ago, you want to listen to me.
Exactly.
Why? Because I was speaking from my heart. I have so much love for you when I was speaking. And that love can be understood and felt when it's real. And
True.
then when you have all completed till Vishuddhi, when your energy will automatically move to your Agnya.
Hmm.
Agnya is also known as Eye of Shiva, third eye.
Right.
Different culture has a different name. Even
Right.
ancient Egypt has a different name. Greek culture, they believe in it. It's not just India. Different culture, they have this orientation. Like, for example, ancient Greek has that pine corn. Why pine corn? Agnya chakra, like scientifically speaking, inner cortex of your brain, in the middle center of your brain, there is a gland called pineal gland.
Yeah.
It look exactly like pine cone shape. It's a
Okay.
tiny bit of gland. And that gland is the most mysterious gland so far we know. Science knows.
Right.
So far, science knows that it controls our sleep pattern, such as it releases two type of molecule called serotonin and melatonin,
Right.
which is controlling our sleep pattern.
Happy
And we
hormones.
exactly. And what
Yeah.
happened? We are fucking it up because of our technology. I will come back to it later. So yeah, when it activates properly, and we know the secret of it,
Yeah.
we call something called intuition. Our
Right.
intuition activated, and that's something our government don't want. I wanted to come to this slowly about the
Okay.
fluoride thing.
Mm.
So okay, now your pineal gland,
Hmm.
the enemy to the pineal gland is nothing on earth except for fluoride. Why?
Sorry, what's the question?
So the pineal gland,
Mm-hmm.
nothing else in the world is its enemy but fluoride.
Oh.
Why?
Our teeth get calcified.
Mhm.
Yep.
So due to the nature of fluoride is it can go through your skin until the deeper level.
Okay.
That's the kind of chemical it is, and it has no work in the world. Like in your toothpaste, they put
Hmm.
Yeah.
fluoride,
Fluoride based.
and it doesn't clean. It's the lies that I've been telling you. Fluoride has nothing to do with your cleaning.
Yeah.
It just go inside your pineal gland, and it calcifies it.
Okay.
It cover like a shell, and it stops working, and you become blind. You become less conscious, and that's where they have control over you. They put fluoride in your water. They put fluoride in the first thing you do in the morning. Brush your teeth.
Mm.
They put a lot of fluoride there, and they put fluoride in your swimming pool, everywhere. So this is, you guys can read more about it on conspiracy theory and forums and internet.
Yeah.
You can find a lot. It's very famous, especially it's done in USA because they want to dumb you down so
Right.
that you don't know the truth. And you know what?
Mhm.
If they don't dumb you down, how they can sell you a new iPhone that is even not necessary for you? Have iPhone 11 that takes good photo,
Hmm.
that does all the jobs for you, but still,
Consumerism
but still
is-
you wanted iPhone 13. Why? Because they want you to know that you need it. Actually, in reality, as a soul, we need nothing because why? We are divine. We can get it whatever the hell we want because we just close our eyes, sit in one place, and gather any information. For example, Hindu people, they worship Saraswati. Saraswati is the knowledge, the divine knowledge, God.
Right.
Why do you think? Why do you think Saraswati? Because it's a frequency, right? It's a frequency. It's the knowledge. Like it's a source of energy. So we receive energy. We can receive knowledge just by sitting in one bloody place. But there's a catch. Why you cannot reach to the level? The catch is that our brain is a kiosk. It's like millions of thoughts per second. Like we are so like messed up in the brain that we cannot stay calm and we cannot tune into one single energy at a time. Tesla, Nikola Tesla.
Yes.
So,
Tesla,
he said, Tesla, Nikola.
Nikola
So,
Tesla.
Yeah. So this guy, he had a special strength, a special ability to connect to that frequency. He said by himself that he can hologram himself, the engine that he's creating. Why? This is the power. He can tap into that energy, the knowledge, the divine knowledge. He never learned that, how to do. He created it. How?
Yeah.
Because that knowledge can be taken from the source of energy that we are not aware of. Because this is what our government don't want. U.S. government or the big society of science society, we can say, they know all the secret, and
Yeah.
though they know, they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. Why? Because if you know, then who they gonna control? That's the thing. Oh, so yeah. So
Wow.
that's
But
your
how can
divine
you
energy.
avoid it then? Like, sorry, I'm digressing a little.
No, I guess you're spot on.
So how can you avoid if you're aware, right?
Mm.
Fluorides are messing you up.
Yeah.
So I mean, how can you avoid that? You can.
So I remember. I mean, that's just one bit wherein toothpaste are being one of the part.
And water
in-
as well, right?
Water as well.
How do you stay unaffected? You're
Well-
having the same shit.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
Actually, I'm not. It takes little practice before, like to avoid things. For example, toothpaste. Yeah.
Yeah.
In India, when I came over, I discovered a toothpaste. It's called Dabur something, and they are Ayurvedic toothpaste, right? And it's written no fluoride because now they are creating a product no fluoride. Some good guys, actually, some spiritual people, they don't prefer that. Or else, if you don't find toothpaste, you can make your own toothpaste. It's very easy. Just two or three ingredients. That's all.
Which ingredients? I
Oh,
mean?
okay. Baking soda.
Okay.
And we are so used to with toothpaste, like Colgate and all the stuff,
Exactly.
like minty flavor, and it doesn't makes us feel good if we don't have that.
So
you can
people
just
say you don't wake up if you don't
Exactly.
brush, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So you just have some natural organic mint oil, add onto the baking soda,
Yeah.
and then add some water, and you just brush your teeth, and it can clean. Baking soda has the ability to kill the bacteria, and
Yeah.
the mint oil can give you mint oil and coconut oil. Coconut oil is
Okay.
because coconut oil has that component that can kill bacteria.
Right.
Sometimes it also makes you feel better in your mouth after cleaning, and at the same time it gives you same feelings about the
Right,
toothpaste
exactly.
because
So-
you have the mint oil.
So baking soda as well is kind of a good cleaning agent as well,
Yes.
the way I see it, at least
Yes.
scientifically.
Scientifically, yes.
But even if you see the rishis and the munis back then used to use babool sticks.
Actually, neem
Neem sticks as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, this is what actually spiritual people do.
Yeah.
I did, and I sometime in the city, and I cannot use that. So my alternative is that Dabur, and that is pretty actually awesome. It's very tested actually in the lab. That
I don't know why did I start back again with the other ones, but I was for the longest time, and I've seen a lot of households using Dabur.
Dabur. Yeah.
Very good. I mean,
How
Yeah.
about Patanjali?
Patanjali, they're good, but you have to check on. It's written there. It's no fluoride added.
Dantkanti doesn't have fluorides.
You have to check on because it's written always on the
Yeah,
pack
yeah.
that no fluoride added because they know that some spiritual people are who aware of it, they're not using it. And also, don't drink outside water because outside water, not just fluoride. When you put the plastic on the sunlight, and that releases the chemical that also can create cancer. So yeah, it's better not to drink the plastic bottle waters than
What
you
about
just
corporation water? Because that is already glorified.
yeah, it's glorified. So you have to avoid outside water. It's better. It's hard, I know, in the beginning, but you can carry your own water bottle from the house. And oh yeah, use copper jar where you keep the water. So when if there's other chemicals that can be purified, when you copper been released to the water, basically the water cleanses it. Usually the water you drink, they are dead waters. So you
Right.
can add alive.
They don't
yeah,
have minerals at
exactly.
all. The
You-
necessary
exactly.
essential minerals.
Exactly. So the thing is that you can add minerals by adding a copper jar. That your water will taste better when you
Yeah. I love the taste
Of
of
copper.
that metal. Yeah.
metal. Yeah. So that's the way, and of course, um, gluten free. You cannot have a gluten. That also bad for your body. But yeah, when you're talking about fluoride, yeah, this is the way you can actually avoid fluoride.
Mhm.
And yeah, then talking about the seven chakra, that is
Yeah.
the ecstasy actually.
Right.
When you talk about that, that is very unknown. I mean, even if you ask a guru like how to reach to that chakra, that is no gateway. You are the gateway. You have to be crazy enough to jump. If you know that process, it will come to you once in a lifetime, and you will know when it comes.
Wow. I mean, the Kundalini energy which you're talking about. So, is it a gradual process as such to sort of look at these energies? Because now let me try and correlate it to the table of content. When you talk about, say, who am I, and I am the energy, or I am the soul, I am nothing, but I am also everything. I mean, I guess the concept of Brahman also came at that moment, right?
Yeah.
So the Sanskrit word Brahman is talking more about
The journey.
the
The
journey,
the
right?
yeah.
I mean, your body becomes a vessel,
Mhm.
and then there's someone who's taking a journey.
Mhm.
Is how I see it. And again, talking about purely energy. So Kundalini as the energy, because I see you sort of having the tattoo of it as well.
Mhm.
And the first time I met you, I was too intrigued by what exactly it means. I mean, the journey is it some way specific as to how do you reach to your Sahasrahara, or is it a gradual process? Is it age defined as such? I mean, how does that work out then?
Okay. When you talk about your Kundalini energy,
Yeah.
it has nothing specific. And our spiritual journeys are very individual. Individual means like you can discover it when you're age of 18, or sometime you will discover it age of 50.
Yeah.
It depends on who you are,
Right.
what is your past, because there's something called past. Because before I get into Kundalini,
Right.
there's something called reincarnation. If you heard of this method,
Yep.
Yeah.
in this term. So I think Hindu culture, they strictly believe in it. They don't believe in heaven and hell, because
Yeah.
heaven and hell is here right now,
Yeah.
where we are, what state of mind is in right now.
Mm.
So if you are in a bad state of mind, so-called bad, I mean, there's nothing called good or bad,
Mm.
but if you're in a lower state of mind, to be very specific, you are in hell. And if you're in a higher state of mind, which is the higher state of energy, you are in a heaven. You're in ecstasy. Like you don't know why you're so happy, but you are so happy. Even you have money or not, you're still happy.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're in that state. And to reach that state, it just take a matter of second. The moment you just know who you are, you just reach to the state. That's how small journey is and how big it is. Why it's big? Because sometimes it take edges to reach to that
True.
level, to that understanding, right? So Kundalini is a process. Definitely, it's a spiritual journey. Like you just unlock the level like a game.
Mm.
Like your chakras never move downward; it move upward,
Yeah.
upward to your Sahasrara, your energy. So first, you learn to not to fear. You give up fear. When your fear gone, your ego will die. Your ego is the biggest toxic poison, right? It kills you from within, but it will not be understood from outside. It's just that you are in bloody misery. That misery is not being explained properly, and you can't explain because you are confused. You're lost. How can you? So yeah, that's because you have ego. The moment we know what ego is and we let go of ego, our fears start to die. And the moment our fears start to die, we start to get stronger. Our base, our kundalini started to get stronger. It gets the energy now. You're feeding good energy now because there's no fear, right? You're just sucking off the universal energy. Because why? At that time, you're not fear of animals. You are in forest. You want to walk naked leg because you know there's no, the needles or whatever, the sharp
Thorns,
substance.
yeah.
The sharp substances that not hurting your feet. You have no fear. You are so much in love with the nature, right? So what do? You start walking on the nature, and it started healing your second chakra,
Wow.
which is your body, your physical body, the physical round of the chakra. So when it's healed physical body, you are started to move upward. You started to get more creative. It's all interlinked. Then when you are creative, you start making money. And the more money you make, you just don't think about money. Your perception start to change because the more you chase money, the more you getting slaved by the money. Because you have to remember, we created money. Money never created us. So universe, we are the universe. I'm not going to say universe created us. We are the universe. And universe is
Money
within.
divided us.
Actually, yes. Money put us into illusion, deep illusion. That money made us think that you bitch need me and I ain't need you. No, that's not true. I don't need you. The moment you say I don't need you, you automatic activate your chakra, Manipuri chakra. That's saying, hey, you're a bloody creative guy. And I love you. And the moment you say I love you, your chakra moves upward to your heart chakra. Heart chakra says, I love you too. And what happens is that, you know what? I love me so much, I forgive you. And I love you back. And you don't have to love me because you don't have desire or you don't have any expectation. Actually, our expectation, it creates our ego, and ego creates our expectation, and expectation breaks us. And expectation is also toxin, huge toxin of our life. For example, we are doing a business, we have a lot of expectation and things did not go well. We break down. Why would you have expectation? Because expectation brings the tensionness in your nervous system, and your nervous system don't function.
Yeah.
Your confidence gets away from you. So expectation is bad, even it comes to your work, your family, your relationship, especially. For example, your dad has a lot of expectation from you and it didn't meet the expectation. What happened with me previously. And then I'm separated from my family because I got kicked out, basically. So yeah, but that was a good story. I'll come back to it if we have enough time later. So yeah, expectation is poison. So if you ever want to grow in your life, let go of your expectation. Don't expect anything. Anything you get in your journey, just take it as your bonus. You know, when you go in a
Universe is
relationship,
giving you.
exactly. I'm sure Virat knows. He's pretty new relation, so you know that expectation. I'm sure that you have zero expectation, and whatever you get, I think you had the same. Why don't you just share your feelings onto that?
I mean, the minute I have expected, I have feared. All right. Or perhaps if I've feared, I've expected. Pretty much correlatable. And honest to God, I mean, if that's honest to an energy as such, I mean, it's been only taking me aback, right? The minute I am expecting or trying to control or hold something tighter, it's hurt me itself. I mean, I realize that. And the minute I let go and say that, you know what, I'm getting plentiful of things which I did not even know could happen. I mean, I just needed to be with my eyes open.
So how about now? Like now you understood that terms finally, thank God.
Exactly.
And what's the difference right now? So I just want to know your side because our individual journey is individual and it's completely different in a beautiful way. So always beautiful way, never bad way because bad is the past. And when you look back, when you don't look back the bads, you just see what you have learned
Exactly.
and how far you have come. So how about you? Like, what's your new experience right now?
Oh, I mean, I have certain things which I cannot explain, and I don't want to explain it. I mean, not in a very offensive way to you, but these concepts. Like for instance, the biggest one is for me is love. The more I explain or more I add meaning to it, the more it loses its meaning. The way I
Exactly.
see it.
Exactly.
So I whenever asked that why do you love this or why do you love this person as such, I don't really have an answer to it. It's just there, and I am enjoying every single bit of it.
Actually, love can be witnessed, cannot be explained. 'Cause
Exactly.
That's
I mean,
pure.
And the funniest part is I want the whole world to witness it. To a certain extent, they just cannot tune into it.
So why do you want the whole universe to?
Because
witness
that's
it?
a very beautiful thing.
So you mean to say, let them witness and learn from it, or try to understand what true love is?
Actually, that's not the expectation per se, but if you feel something is really really good for you,
Mhm.
and you're on a different level of high,
You mean the ecstasy of love?
Exactly.
ecstasy of love,
Exactly.
you want to you want to share it with the world as well. So the world should also be able to feel that, because
Right.
that's so beautiful, right? You are just giving and giving and giving, and you want people to, the loved ones, to start with, to understand, how does that feel, because that's really really beautiful and that cannot be explained.
True.
So yeah.
Okay. So here is expectation. So yeah,
Exactly.
and
I mean,
expectation actually brings ego. It creates ego, and ego creates everything, like in multiple massive way, you can say. Like you will go in a two different direction, and
Right.
it'll stretch you out.
Mm.
So yeah.
but I mean, I personally never found the need to find people to feel the same part. But the whole the minute I've actually said that I'm just gonna be me, and I've actually tuned out the whole people, and there is just the other person, which is being showered with your love and your gifts and your purposes and everything. I mean, it's much better that ways.
Mm.
And people actually try to tune into your energy, saying that what, couple goals or something, whatever they've been feeling. But I know what sort of a at times I'd like to call it butterflies. At times I'd like to call it enthusiasm
Mhm.
or maybe happiness beyond explanations. I mean, and then sometimes, I mean, you're right here that the more I expect people to understand this, the more
It makes
I
you
feel
crazy.
burdened.
Expectation makes you crazy, basically.
Exactly.
So why would you have expectation? And if there is no expectation, there will be no ego. And if there is no ego, there will be only love. Because
Right.
in my poem, I have written written one line.
Okay.
That is like, ego is the lock, love is the key.
Yeah.
So
Mm,
so yeah. So basically, if you want to unlock the ego, it only can be done with love, pure love.
yeah.
And pure love is the journey of spirituality. Spirituality, if you ask me, what is spiritual journey? Spiritual
Yeah.
journey is basically the level of your energy getting unlocked, but the level of things you learn, and you finally become like that old Andrew, or you can say old Virat,
Yeah.
like how he was born. He was born as no religion. Like every time I go and ask you, Virat, who are you? I am coming from a Brahmin family. I am coming from a Christian. Hey,
Yeah.
Andrew, what's your religion, Andrew? But hey, can I ask you something? When you were born,
Yeah.
is written there on your body like you're Christian or you're
Which
Hindu?
religion are you?
Yeah, exactly.
Correct.
So is it written that which country are you from? We created that border.
Right.
We created with
Those
the
fault
war and
lines.
blood
Yeah.
and hatred.
True.
So why we should follow that? The moment you realize that you're not who you are thought to be, but you are just a simple word. You're just a soul who live in this beautiful body. And that time you will not, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, damn, I'm so good. Why I'm so good? Why I'm so beautiful? I never noticed. I've been keep blaming myself and going up to a girl and like, I'm not confident enough. You know why? Because you never loved yourself enough. How can you love somebody if you don't love yourself?
Right. That's the first thing.
And
How can?
and to all those male listeners, women pick up on this energy faster, way faster than you can think.
Dude, listen. When you know who you are, you don't
Yeah.
have to go to girls. They can smell your energy and they'll come to you and they'll say like, "Hey, dude, listen. I felt like talking to you. Why? Because you have that kind of energy. Because it's not a male energy or masculine energy.
Hmm.
It is the feminine energy.
Yeah.
The female energy. You know,
Exactly.
I really want to talk about female energy because
Oh yeah.
I'm. This is
And
something.
we have representation tonight.
Yeah. Exactly, because female energy is what makes you more spiritual or
Exactly. yeah.
superhuman, by the way. So there's a saying that Shiv is very destructive without Parvati,
Exactly.
because Shiv has two different phases, which is destructive, you go totally nuts and crazy, and another state is the state of emptiness,
Yeah.
Kali. In Sanskrit, it's Kali. So when he's empty, when there is Parvati,
Yeah.
it's a feminine energy, the female energy, right?
Yeah.
So basically, the female energy is the healing energy. It always heals you,
Exactly.
and it nourish you, nourish your soul, your body, your mind. Instant. Think of your mother. Like when you lay down, you put your head onto your mother's lap, you just ease and you just fall asleep.
Yeah.
The moment baby cries when mom holds on her chest, it automatically radiates the energy and it heals the baby, and the fear of the baby is just disappeared.
Exactly.
She feels, or the baby feels secure. Why? Because the energy is so intense.
Hmm.
It's a kind of energy cannot be explained, only can be experienced. And when you can achieve that energy within you, like sometime in this generation, when you talk about this female energy, the feminine energy,
Yeah.
what happened is that we guys are so afraid and shy and insecure to have
Oh
it.
yeah. 100%.
Like you're so afraid to say, bro, I love you. Like,
Yeah,
why the
man.
hell, man? If you should be having that balls to say that I love you. Why are you afraid to cry? Tears
true.
can bring your pain, it can like shit out of your system. But we are afraid to cry. We are afraid to say, I love you, bro. It's nothing gay about it. It's very stupid when you think in that way. That's why I say change your belief system.
Hmm.
Try to focus on the energy. Try to know the energy. Try to understand the energy. And when you do, the whole world will look different to you. Look, there's a quote in my book that you can never change the world.
Yeah.
You can only change your own perception, the way you think about the world, and you'll see the whole world looks different to you. So that's
True.
a very important thing, that you don't have to change the world. You just change your perception, because right now you're sitting in the room, or maybe you're sitting in a park and there's a tree and you never notice because you're so blind. But if you are sorted with your energy, you're balanced, and your intuitive power, everything is in line, you will notice something that you never noticed. You've been there like hundreds of times, but this is like the 100th of time you're sitting there and you can see, damn, this tree is so beautiful. Damn, this tree is green. And oh, it has also flower. Wow, I can see the aura, the energy looks so amazing. And the moment you see this, you're already feeling good, because it's not that. You're just observing that energy. You don't observe the energy, negative energy from negative person. That's why you have to be careful your surrounding, who you are with. If you think that you cannot heal him or her, you should stay away from that person. You should first try, and you see that her or his energy is affecting you, because energy is very sensitive. According to Einstein, he explained energy cannot be destroyed. It can be transferred or transformed.
Yeah.
So literally, if let's say she's sad, she has a lot of negative energy she obtained from her family, maybe her friend circle, maybe you meditated today, and you're in a very good peace of mind,
Yeah.
you can just go up to her, hold her hand with love, with the right intention, and just close your eyes and imagine that you are giving your green energy, your love energy, your nature energy. The universe is within you. You have to remember you're the divine, you're a God. You're a freaking God. You are the best architecture of your own bloody life. So you can hold her hand and you can literally transfer the energy according to scientist Einstein. And here's the catch. You also have to teach her how to receive the energy, because let's say about the Bluetooth, you're a good sender, but the other Bluetooth is very bad receiver. The file will not be transferred. So she have to be good receiver as well. She have to understand the energy as well. Even though she understands energy, sometimes she can be depressed, but if she understands the energy, she can take your energy and it can transfer the energy and it can be transformed from negative to positive, and she will automatically feel good. It could happen from sexual intercourse. It could be happen while holding, by hugging, by kissing. The strongest is the sexual intercourse, because mostly it can be intentional or unintentional. Sometimes what happens is that I will come back to that topic. Actually, it's there in my book. It's a very important topic, and it's very important for men to know that don't give away your energy, because female already powerful. They are already the healer itself, but they still suck off the energy from man while intercourse. That I'll come to. That is very, very, very important topic, because it's also related to the energy. So yeah, so the energy can be transferred and transformed. So that's why, if you asked me, Andrew, why do you don't eat animal? Right? This is one of the reasons, because according to Veda or science, quantum physics or quantum science, energy, whatever you eat is energy.
Right.
It's a fuel. That's why in my book, one of the chapter called "Food is Fuel."
Yeah, I was just reading that. Yeah.
So basically, you have to be very careful. For example, if your car uses petrol and you're putting diesel, what's going to happen? It's going to stop working.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not going to work. Right? It's going to get messed up. And if you, instead of putting mobile, you're putting diesel in there, what's going to happen? Your engine is not going to work for a long time. Maybe it will work for a while, but it's going to stop very soon. So this is what is happening into your body. You obtain cancer kind of disease, and that's something creates mental illness as well. So you are fueling the wrong thing. Like, why? Let me come back to the meat. Why? Because whatever you eat, the food becomes you. You don't become the food. You know that, right?
Right.
It's very logical.
Whatever you
It's
consume,
logical.
you start becoming.
Exactly.
It's broken down by your system, and
Exactly.
It adds
so
to,
now here is it, that when you put dead into your body, your cells start dying, because you're having not just the dead food, you're having toxins along with it, and the energy. The energy, remember I told you, it can be transferred, but it cannot be destroyed. So when you kill an animal, you know how an animal suffers. Extreme suffering. If you see the cow, they cry, isn't it? So when they cry, what happened? What happened when you are sad? A molecule, a hormonal molecule sent throughout your nervous system.
Adrenaline and
Exactly. So what happened is that energy cannot be destroyed. It can be transferred and transformed. So when you have it, that energy been absorbed to your body, and that piece of meat become you. You ate,
and that is full of negativity
and
because it was getting killed.
Yes. So you're having that hormone. At the same time, you're not only having that toxin, but also physical round, you're having the extreme level of toxins that is not good for your body. That makes you crazy, psycho sometimes. slowly, but you'll not feel it instant. Like keep
it
having
will
it.
dehumanize you, right?
Exactly.
Because you have been eating something which has been killed.
Exactly. And now you're gonna ask me, hey, I'm a vegetarian. I'm also killing plant. I'm eating dead substances. How? Look, the plant you eat is still alive till it's in your tummy. It's alive. You're eating alive. You're eating enzymes. Enzymes are still alive. Why? Let me tell you. You plugged a leaf. let's say branch of leaf,
Hmm.
branch, and you put it back on the sand or mud, it will grow back.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
It
not
has
dead.
its individual
It's still alive.
life cycle,
Yeah,
right?
no, because it's alive. When you
Yeah.
kill a cow or pork or goat, any animal, and you eat it, you cannot bring it back to life.
So you
But
can't plant.
exactly.
An animal.
Ah.
So that shows it's dead. It's dead means it's
Yeah.
dead. You're eating deads. And that creates a different kind of diseases. It kills your cell. It
Hmm.
started killing your cell and makes you the worst vehicle to drive.
Right.
You're doing very bad maintenance. That's why you suffer. My dad was one of the best example because my father, I lost my father last year. He had CA colon, basically colon cancer.
Hmm.
The level of suffering he took for 8 months, stage 4, cannot be explained if you don't witness it. So yeah, so why would you suffer? I mean, is it worth it? You ask yourself. You have to die anyways. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say that you don't eat animals, you're not gonna die. You will
Right.
anyways die. But you have to die. It's a life process that you die. The moment you finish this journey, your new journey starts. According to reincarnation, that time we were talking about. We'll come back to that. Yeah. So why would you die in pain? Just have good food, live healthy, and one day you just close your eyes and you're not there. Don't you think that death is so beautiful? Then you suffer like a bitch.
Yeah.
Give some more chemos. You're screaming and you're asking God. You're blaming God. Hell, God, what did I do? What have I done to deserve that? No, you deserve it because you've not been taking care of your body. You are so unconscious that you've been thinking taste is real. Taste is not real. It's a fucking illusion. It was taught to you. Your subconscious mind learned that.
Hmm.
So the best way you want to wake your kundalini
Yeah.
is start having lively food, alive food,
Yeah.
and cleanse your body. How? Do water fasting. Water fasting can zero down your toxins. The moment you asked, right, how to wake your kundalini,
Yeah.
very simple. You don't need to do bloody yoga and meditation. Just change a little bit of your lifestyle. And trust me, I guarantee you, as a doctor, studying a lot of medicines and studying of medical science,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. The moment you eat good food, sleep on time, your body start to be the nature. Because why sleep on time? Let me tell you. Because your pineal gland, you're training basically your pineal gland to what's day and what's night. The biggest problem in this generation right now is the bloody screens that we stare at
Yeah.
24/7, and that ruin our pattern of our pineal gland, and then we get sleepless at the age of 30, 35, and we go, you know what we do? We go to a psychologist or psychiatrist.
And
Hey,
takes
what can I
sleeping
do?
pills.
Hey, you know what? You can take a lot of sleeping pills. Hey, it's not working anymore after 1 month. Hey, I'll give you something more powerful against sleeping pills. You know, if doctor wants, they can give you something else, but they will not because our society is like
Right.
illusion. You know that they just want to make money. It's a lot of big topic. If you really talk about it, it's an endless topic. Anyways,
But I wanted to talk more about, Kundalini.
yes, exactly. So that's why I want to go back to Kundalini.
Yeah.
So your Kundalini depends on your belief system,
Mhm.
the food you take,
Hmm.
the way of life. You don't have to be super disciplined like sadhu babas and stuff. Those are different stuff. That is extreme stuff. That's not for everybody.
Mm.
But as a being human, like general, we need to maintain the basic things. Like for example, the goal for the Kundalini is to detoxify your body,
Mm.
whatever it takes to detoxify your body. That's all.
Yeah. I felt, whenever I have done panchakarma, right? That's like detoxifying on a different
That's
whole
very
level,
powerful.
right?
Very
Yeah.
powerful.
I ultimately, by default, I was thinking good thoughts.
Hmm. It's all
Very,
connected.
very, very productive, creative thoughts, and good for everybody. Like,
Exactly. See, this is the
Good thoughts for
problem.
everybody.
See, this is the problem actually. People, if I simply come and tell you detoxification will lead you to good thing, they will not realize it. They will know it. We all know it, but they will not realize it until they try it.
Correct.
So, whoever listening to this podcast, I would highly recommend you just give a test drive and you'll fall in love. You can reprogram your brain scientifically, psychologically. You can reprogram and tell that the taste is not real. The color you see is not real. These are illusion. The things you hear is not real because you're so blind to hear the truth. And you're so afraid to hear the truth. You're not ready to accept the truth because truth is not ugly. It's bitter.
Yeah.
Very bitter. It's not ugly. It's ugly to you, but not, it's bitter. But the moment you accept the bitterness, it's no longer bitter. It's beautiful. So the truth is, you have no taste, you have no color, you're just energy. So the moment your Agnya chakra activates, you just see energy. And that time, you will only choose the food according to the energy, not the taste. And you are not eating just because it's tasty. You're eating because you want to fuel up yourself. Damn, I want to fuel up my chakras. Because every 7 chakra has 7 color. So basically, you want to fuel them, you have to pick the color of the fruit or veggies. Like if you're eating tomatoes, a lot of pomegranate, a lot of cherries, that fuel up your muladhara, the root chakra. So you automatically feel fearless. After 1 week, you'll realize like, why the hell I'm not scared? I'm supposed to get scared because I lost my money yesterday. Why I don't feel fearful? Why? Because your chakra is like fueled up. It's not letting you do that. It's very simple. You don't have to do yoga and stuff. Yoga is a tool, basically. Meditation is a bloody tool. Meditation we are taking as like big hype these days. Meditation is not what you think. Meditation is just simply that you sit in one place and you practice to focus in one single thought and you eliminate the other thoughts. By the way, as long you're a human, you will have 1,000 thoughts, no matter you're a Guruji or whatever. If you're not having that thoughts, that means you're not a human. Every human has a thought. The difference between you and Guruji or I or spiritual person is when they have a thought, they don't consume, they observe it. Just like a theater, a movie theater. Like, thoughts are coming, 1,000 thoughts. Just like they're watching the thought without judgment, good or bad. That means when you don't judge the thoughts,
Right.
you're not adding your emotion into it and you're not implementing your energy. Your energy stays intact. So you're just like, you're watching them and when you don't put energy, they disappear. Because you didn't fuel them up. Your fuel, your thought, your negative energy's fuel is your energy.
Wow.
The moment you fuel them, you're actually giving your energy to it for no reason. You're wasting your energy. So basically, you fuel them and they're getting bigger and bigger and you're getting intensive and, oh, fuck, I hate myself. I need to see some psychologist. That's where I come, actually. I give therapies to those people. So, yeah.
But to your, so we were talking about Kundalini, and my fundamental question is, that's a dormant energy inside of you that you
It's
need
a life
to-
force.
It's a life force, right?
Chi.
But why is it dormant in the first place? I mean, I could have been born with it, right?
Actually,
Why is it necessary to, realize that? I mean, I could have been realizing from the get-go.
Actually, it's a good question. I was expecting this question from you. I know expectation is not good, but I want the people to know. It's a very good question. I would love to answer it. Well, you were actually born with it. And it was active. Your third eye also was active. Your all chakra was aligned when you was born. The thing is that it was active till your age of 8 because you were super innocent that time. You just don't know shit. You just know all the truth, okay? When you become 9, 10, 11, and your mom start to tell you, yes, shabash beta, you're amazing. You can do it better. You can be a doctor. And this is something amazing. So they start to inject illusion into you. And then your teacher comes, A for apple, B for ball. And when you ask what's apple, I'll teach you later. So the thing is that they started to tell you, you need to be an engineer. You need to have a degree. You need to have money. So thing is that something ruined your Kundalini Shakti. You just lost your energy because of the illusion they put into. So later, when you go through a lot of shit, like you go through hell, and then you cannot take it anymore, that's where you become spiritual. You discover spiritual somewhere, and it was meant for you. You are. Some people give up. Like for me, I try to give up 3 times. I tried to commit suicide 3 times, and if I did, I think
We wouldn't be here.
I wouldn't be here, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't be experiencing the beauty of my life, and you would not have me here. And actually, I want to actually share this story. I think many people these days commit suicide. I mean, speaking of Kundalini, this is also important. Well, I committed suicide 3 times because I was messed up as much as most people. They convinced me to believe that I'm an asshole, and they convinced me to believe that I'm a loser. I need to get a higher degree to be a good guy. I have to be a good guy in society. Society taught us that what is good or bad, that's the problem. If you do this, if you do that, you're good in society. If you don't do this, you're nothing in society. You're always nothing. In reality, we are nothing.
Yeah.
And why does it matter what people think? If you know who you are, the moment you realize who you are, it will not bother, because now what's bothering you, what makes you psycho, crazy, depressed, anxiety, because you focused more on external, outside the world, but you forgot your inside, internal, what makes sense in reality. So yeah, that something brought me down, and I was convinced, actually, if I kill myself, I'll be free. But I was so stupid that I forgot that we are made up of 3 elements: body, mind, and soul. So here we come, the reincarnation. Before I go to the story, now I will talk about reincarnation. Basically, Vedic Hindu culture, they used to believe that after we die, we come back. What do you mean we come back? Our body stays here. How can we come back? Basically, when you say, the first question was, who am I?
Yeah.
You are a bloody soul with no gender,
Right.
no faces, nothing, just a single soul. So I'm sure you was born before many times. And when you die, there's no hell or heaven. Hell or heaven is here. Basically, you die, your body just finished. This vehicle is done now. It's just like your soul is the driver, your body is the vehicle. The more better you maintain, the better you live, the better it gives mileage.
Yeah.
Right? If you don't maintain it properly, less mileage. Your most probably your car stopped working. That's where you end up, something called dead. So yeah. So yeah. So reincarnation is basically you're changing your vehicles. Your driver like, I'm tired of driving this. Can't take it anymore. So your vehicle stop working, and where you end, that's your new beginning. By the way, that's reincarnation.
Do you believe in karma?
I do believe in karma because the things you do, it's all energy. Everything is energy. So I think it's not like how you think karma is, like it will come back. But see, every action, there is a result, and there is a karma. Everything you do, it has an action and reaction. So karma is not how people think, oh, you hated me, you did this to me, and this will happen to you. It's not like that. What you do right now, for example, you had a cancer today, right? Let's say. I hope you don't, but let's say.
We hope no one does.
No one does, actually. Literally no one. Not even my enemies. So the thing is that it's a karma. It's a karma that you did. What's karma? It's a karma, that the deeds you did. In English, it's karma, it's deed, and in Sanskrit, it's karma, what you have done. So you treated your body so bad, like a bitch, and you got what you deserve. According to universe, that's what you deserve. What if you were not smoking, not drinking, and you are eating all Vedic food, you are avoiding everything, and you are adding fuel to your body, you are doing little exercise, little yoga, and you're so healthy. And one day your organ got so old, then your soul just came out of your body. How beautiful it is, right? Maybe one day you were meditating and slowly your soul came out one day while meditation. How beautiful death it is, right? Instead of like screaming, crying, bleeding, your body is getting decomposed while you're alive. How painful it is. It's like already thinking about it, it makes you crazy. Imagine when somebody go through. My dad was one of them. So yeah, I don't feel bad sometimes because this is what he did. Even he know this is bad, he was taking that. So I think what you said as for karma, right? It is the karma. Like if you do something bad to people, it comes back to you. Why? Because this is the action. It must have a result, right? That is your karma. So yeah.
I mean, again, if I think of it from that perspective, the energy that you put out is what is going to create a
It reflects.
exactly. But then I'm not sure if it is a good energy, bad energy, but whatever you put out, the same is what you're going to receive as a
Yeah.
normal fruit of the
There is nothing good and
transaction.
bad. There is a
Exactly.
lower vibration and higher vibration of energy.
Agreed,
Yeah,
agreed.
exactly.
So typically I've been using this a lot coming from a particular place, as in where is this energy actually coming from? Is it coming out of love? Is it coming out of malice? Is it coming out of
Actually,
yeah.
you are the energy.
Exactly.
So it depends what you put out.
Yeah.
So it all depends on you. It's all your decisions. See, every decision you make today, tomorrow it matters. Why? Because yesterday is gone. You cannot do anything. You cannot control. You cannot control it. You cannot change it. And tomorrow not yet come. But your tomorrow depends on today. If you really want beautiful tomorrow, take action today, and your karma will do the job for you. As you was asking karma. Karma is a bad bitch at the same time good bitch. So it's up to you how you treat her. So your action will have the treatment for the karma. So you get result according to the actions you take. For example, today, hey, you know what? I watch a lot of screens. So before sleeping, 1 hour before, I will not stare at anything. I will just lay down and do nothing.
Yeah.
I just do nothing. I just be useless guy who stare at the wall at the dark room. And you know what? Tomorrow morning I'll wake up. I'll not do any gym or something. I just sit there and say thank you to the universe. You know, by saying thank you or giving gratitude, you are radiating the love, and you're bringing more love, and you're actually refilling your body with good energy. Gratitude is the only thing that makes you into a higher level of energy. Gratitude is the key to that portal of good energy, higher vibration. So the moment you say thank you for whatever you have already, you are actually triggered your body to say, hey, what you want now? Tell me. You just say the genie, thank you. And genie is so happy. And it's like, you know what? Now what you want? Everything you say now will be manifested. So the moment you say, you know what, I want this, but hey, there is a thing, there's a catch here. Many people say manifestation don't work. That's really stupid. It does work.
That works like hell.
And that works like a bitch, because you have to be careful what you asking for, because you ask for the wrong stuff, it's gonna make your life hell.
Yeah.
So be careful what you're asking for, and don't underestimate that. And the reason it doesn't work is, and sometimes it works. Why sometimes it works? Because sometimes by mistake you use the correct grammar, because your grammar matters. Like when you ask the universe, you have to say all the time in present moment, present tense. Like, I have this. I want this, and I have this. Not I want to have this, because it will recycle then, because it's your energy. It's energy only understands the pattern, because you're giving the wrong pattern. You're just saying that I want to have this. I want to have this. No, I want this and I have it. I want this and I have it. And you will have it. And you just, second thing you need to do, you need to be a very good architecture of yourself. Close your eyes, calm your energy, because this is where the manifestation works. When you have one single thought and you're aligned with energy, aligned with the energy, like from bottom to top, your intuition is so powerful that you close your eyes and you can literally see what you want. See, if you ask like, hey, I want money, can universe know how much money you want? Can he know that what exactly you want, why you want? You just go to your dad and ask like, hey dad, listen, I want money. Your dad can ask you like how much, but universe won't.
Yeah.
Right? So if you want to really manifest, it doesn't work in that way how you're thinking. You have to be very specific to the universe, because sometimes you get so emotional, like negatively so emotional, and you become so specific, without you knowing, and you manifest the wrong shit, and you suffer, and you know what you do? You blame the universe. Fuck, what have I done? You have to do this to me. You asked for it, dude. So what's wrong with you? You asked for it, and you're blaming me. And by blaming universe, you are ruining your moment, your thing, your life, your energy. Universe has nothing to do with you,
Yeah.
right? So instead, when you say thank you, everything fixed, right? It's very simple. Instead of thanking, you're just blaming, which you have asked for. So next time when you want to manifest, close your eyes. First say thank you. Prepare your body. It's like the cardio of your manifestation.
Warm-ups.
Yeah, warm-ups, dude.
Yeah.
You should warm up your body. Tell your body, hey, you better be ready. How? Hey, thank you. Hey, man, thank you so much. Listen, I'm so thankful I have a beautiful girlfriend. She makes me feel so good, like a badass. You be cool, man. When you ask, you just be like a gangster, Don't be like boring guy.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, universe, I fucking love you. Why? Because you gave me a best vacation. I wanted more. But later I'll ask you, but let me prepare myself. Listen, I love you. I love me. I love my mom. I don't care this neighbor, he's being an asshole, but I still love him. I don't know why, but I love him. And I forgive him. And I love you for everything you gave. I love you because I'm alive. I love you because I can think and I can say thank you. Thank you for giving me understanding. Thank you for me saying thank you to you. The moment you say, you already feel good by hearing it. Imagine how I feel when I say it. So when you say that, your energy is already aligned now. You don't have to do. Your gratitude already aligned your energy. You're like connected now. Like, you just dial the right number. So now use the right grammar. Just say, universe, I really want money, but I want 10 lakh. Why? Because I want to give my boyfriend a beautiful bike, Harley Davidson. And close your eyes and imagine the Harley Davidson. The rims was going to be bling bling. The tank is going to be with a lot of stones and skulls. And I want the headlight to be like that. I want the chain to be like that. You just don't say it. You just imagine, you see it. And you see that my boyfriend is sitting and he's giving a big smile. He's so happy. It already makes you feel happy, right? And you just close your eyes and say that, oh, I'm sitting right behind my boyfriend, holding him. He's so happy. He's so much appreciating it. And wow, man. And then you know what you do? Don't think about it too much. That's where you go wrong. That's where your manifestation go wrong. I create it. So, hey, universe, listen, you know what I want now. Now fuck off. Simple. Why you are afraid to say fuck off? He's your best friend. Just fuck off. Don't give me tension. Now I don't want to think about it. Next. So don't think at all about it. You just send the message to the universe. Let it work for you. It doesn't matter how. Maybe somebody will come and give you a gift. 10 lakh. Maybe somebody said, hey, listen, I like that vintage stuff fall into your, next to your bed. That thing you don't even use. Why don't you sell it to me? I'll give you 10 lakh. Because something is valuable to you, not to others, right? Or maybe something is valuable to others, not to you. You don't need it. I just need some 10 lakhs because I want to give gifts to my boyfriend. So yeah, something like that. So universe works in a very mysterious way, and universe is a puzzle itself. Like solving puzzle is none of your business. That's his job, right? So your job is to ask, be the king. Like you are the Aladdin and universe is the genie. And the difference between the Aladdin movie and you is Aladdin got limited edition, like a limited, only 3 wish. But you are a freaking divine. You ask and you get. You ask and you get. As much as you ask and you get. Just like Elon Musk and other big guys. They know the secret. You don't. That's the only difference. You're no different from Elon Musk or and Bill Gates, because only difference is that they know the secret. By the way, they come to India just for healing. You don't know that. They don't tell you often because, you will think that they're stupid because you are in illusion. They're not. So the moment you're not in illusion, you will also think like, this is amazing, but to others it will be stupid. So this is the amount of illusion we are in. We are blind. We are blinded by the lies. We need money. We don't. We can just simply manifest it if you want it, but you must have a good purpose. Like just I said, like I want to give my boyfriend. It's a very intense feeling. Your energy is so intense there. You just ask, can you get it? How? You don't know. It's none of your business. The moment you ask how, you just fuck up your energy. How is none of your business. So that's one of the thing, manifestation. Anyways, I want to go back to my story.
No, but I have one follow-up
Okay.
question. How oftenly do you sit to manifest the same thing? Or is it just once and just you leave it?
What do you mean?
Because people, I mean, the book says that, certain books, they say that, you need to sit every morning, every evening. And I mean, even Rishi Munis used to do jap, right? I mean, 108 is what they would typically do to please someone as such, or please some energy as such. So is there some sort of a sense in repeating your manifestations as such also?
No, you don't have to repeat it because you already have sent the message. When it's done, means done. You forget about it. There are some rituals you can do to make it more intense. Most of the people will not do it, but yeah, still, there are some rituals that, we are made up of 5 elements according to Veda.
Yeah.
You know what are those 5? Air, earth,
water.
water, space,
space,
and fire. So these, if you know how to play with this 5 energy, because you are this 5 energy.
Right.
So if you know how to play with this energy, you'll understand the manifestation, because fire can amplify, and it can radiate on the air, on the space. This is all the elements used when you manifest. So you can just light a candle. Candle is the radiator, and you can write a piece of paper. You're putting your energy into a paper. This is one of the best way you can actually manifest. Just write it down, write it down first. Preparation. Remember that what you are thankful for. It's a back of my book. Actually, there's an exercise saying what you are thankful for, what
Right.
you have, and what you want exactly. So I've also mentioned you can do it in a full moon, because full moon is the day where energy is like really crazy, because that day, because you are a 75% of water.
Yeah.
And when you see during full moon, ocean water rises. So what about you? You are 75% of water. So your energy also rises. So that day your energy is intense. So that's why you do it in the full moon and write it down. When you're writing it down, you're actually putting that energy into that thing and burn it. And let that energy radiate to the universe. Forget about it, because that's the actually, manifestation become a business. People try to teach and sell books, and they teach you half the way. I'm not saying they don't teach you anything. They lie to you. They don't lie to you. They teach you half the way, everything. They don't teach you the last part, what I said. Like, how to actually your energy is the main thing here. Like, you need to be aligned to radiate your energy.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it again and again. Just radiate and forget it. And the universe will bring it on the time according to the state of mind you are in right now. Because see, when you send a message, let's say you want these and that, and then you fall into a very bad state of mind. Yeah, you need to maintain your energy there. You have to be always happy till you get that.
Yeah.
I mean, anyways, if you manifest it, you'll be more happy, and you want more, and it will be carry on. But if you mess up your body, mess up your system, energy system, and you're hanging out with the wrong people, for example, you're smoking weed with wrong people, wrong environment, don't do that. Why? Because when you smoke weed and your subconscious mind wide open, the portal of energy, it sucks everything nearby. So you better be in a right place with the right people, because it can screw your energy. It can absorb the negatives. right? I mean, I think Abhishek knows that better.
What? Come again?
In
The
terms
weed.
of sucking in energies.
Energies.
As well.
While you're smoking weed, what I was saying, that your energy portal opens, and you better be in a right place with the right people, otherwise it will screw you. You know that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not among the best set of people, then the best is to find solitude,
Mm.
not participate in, not
Exactly.
indulge in those activities.
Even
Because yeah, that would definitely affect.
yeah.
But if you look at it from a perspective that, like, let's explore tonight.
Mhm.
Like, if I indulge in their thoughts, where would it lead me to? So at times it's still good, I feel, if you take it from an exploratory point of view,
Hmm.
because then you would eh, now the need to do that would
Mm.
primarily come from empathy.
Empathy.
It's like, I would like to understand,
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. True.
because to me, I feel they are suffering.
Basically, you're saying it's an experience that you
Yeah.
learn from it.
Correct.
Learn
Learn from it. Try to understand. Like, if I still feel that there's some hope of you coming back, right, getting on the right path. So I would,
Mhm.
if I'm committed to getting you on the home team,
Mhm.
then I better explore, understand
Exactly.
what you go through.
Exactly. Sometimes what happens is that while exploring, we screw up our own energy.
Absolutely.
So, and
Majority
that's where what we happen is that instead of healing them, we are broken. And when it comes to broken, you lose your career, you lose
Hmm.
yourself, and then you start losing your good ones, actually good energy that you had. For example, you have few more friends. Like, let's say you have two badass, like, asshole friends, and you have like 8 good friends. You lose that 8 good friends because of bad energy.
I have let go of a lot of people because, again,
Mm.
I didn't have the bandwidth, nor did I feel that I was at that level
Mhm.
where I just couldn't let their energy subside.
Mhm.
I felt that I would end up absorbing it more.
Mhm.
So I had to walk away.
Yeah, exactly. This is what Abhishek's saying. This is actually the right things to do. When you see that your energy is getting broken by such energy,
And it doesn't mean that they are evil.
no, they're not. They're messed up. They're just lost.
Correct. They still hold best intentions for you in their heart,
Yes,
but still you have to walk away.
exactly.
You cannot burden yourself with the pain
Exactly.
that no, you just, with pride, because again, this was the most difficult thing that
Okay.
people would not opt for, right?
Actually,
People clone this
Actually,
people clone this enlightening feeling with friendship.
friendships. Yeah.
This is not what friendship means.
Mhm.
Like, how can you leave my side? Oh no.
Actually, peoples are insecure to let go of this bad energy,
Exactly.
but
They are afraid of
Yeah.
being alone.
They're
It's a
so
fear.
used to that
Yeah.
bad energy.
Because
They
they
don't
cannot
wanna see
accept
the
new.
good
They
side.
cannot accept new environment. Like it's hard to accept new things, which is very bad. And I mean, there's nothing called good or bad, but which is very lower vibration.
Yeah.
So if you see, sometime if you cannot let go, it will screw you. So it's not worth it. And when you are not okay, then you're gonna end up harming them who's actually wish good for you.
Yeah.
But sometimes you know why they wish good for you, because they love you, but at the same time they're lost. It's not their fault because they are in a situation as you are, maybe, or maybe you will be someday. But they're in a situation that they can't help because you're not enough aligned to like have a create a gate into your system for
And I feel it's okay to, like, letting go of the anchors
Yeah.
primarily happens when you've realized that they are anchors.
exactly.
I'm not proud, but I have let go of few people who I now again not expect, but it was a good judgment on my behalf
Okay.
that I felt that could be that are potential anchors. I had to let go of them as well.
Mm.
So again, like, I can live with this. So I would stick to this theory because I don't want to be in the business of exploring each and every person. There are few people you just need to stay away
Yeah.
from, despite, I mean, not entirely knowing them. If you don't get the vibe in first or one or two meetings, then just be absent.
Actually, I believe it's best to follow your heart because why? Your heart is the best GPS of your life. It can navigate you to your own destiny, not to your brain. Your brain is just the tool that gives you knowledge, keeps whatever. It's like the computer. It's like the computer chip. That's all. Like gives you everything you need, all the data. But your heart is the direction. Who can find you the direction? Like if spiritual journey is all about your heart, you follow your heart. You want to go for vacation, you go vacation. You don't want to work, you don't work. You want to do something your own, you do something your own. But only thing is stopping you is your desire. Like you have a lot of desire. You think that money is everything. You need money. We don't need money. We want money. Change your grammar. Change your sentences. We don't need money. We want money. And ask yourself, why do you want money? You have a goal. Hey, you know what? I need to rebuild my studio. I want to build my business. You have a desire, good desire. And now you're not being slave. You're owning it. You don't be a fucking slave. You own this shit. Like when you want money, you don't say you need money. You don't need money. You're a fucking God. Just say that to yourself every day. Wake up. Like, I am a God and I want money. I don't need money. How much I want? I want this amount. Wake up every day and say, this is also like a manifestation. Just
now the repeatedness is this is what I was trying to sort of identify, the repeatedness of the affirmation that you for lack of better words. Because I, for one, remember that the same activity which you suggested.
Yeah.
I just said I want someone who is going to be a dancer. I want someone who is going to be X, Y, Z. And I left at it. But I was happy as I am. I'm still happy.
Okay.
But that's when the true manifestation happened. I mean, holding on to it and trying to be more attached to it probably loses it. But the whole sense of detachment, I guess that was Jay Shetty on one of his podcast videos where he was saying that Bhagavad Gita itself says that attachment doesn't mean that doesn't mean that you're losing something. But detachment is the things are going to be with you. You're just not emotionally attached.
You're just unloading a lot of baggage because you cannot carry a lot of baggage in long term.
True.
You need to unload it because it's just like the more you carry them, your hand will start getting hurt and then it's going to numb it. Yeah. And then you no longer can do anything and you get frustrated.
So you kind of make them a part of their lobby and not your living room.
Exactly.
So they walk as they please and you stay unaffected.
Exactly. Because while carrying extra baggage for no reason, why? You just need a backpack, dude, where you need this most important thing. For example, you have like few friend circle instead of having a lot of friend circle. You just carry few friends with you. It's not a lot of baggage, right? And a lot of thoughts.
That's why I feel being honest, and confronting your emotion also makes sense. I mean, for any flourishing relation, I believe.
Exactly.
If there's something that's been that you feel that you're bottling it up, spill it out first thing.
Exactly. And also, sometime in relationship, you have a lot of expectation. It is also a baggage. You're carrying a lot of baggage. Then where do you have a time to love? Instead, just say, babe, I love you for no reason. I love you for nothing.
Exactly.
You are who you are. I am who I am.
And you
I
are
don't
not
care.
who you're not.
Yeah, I don't care if you can love me. Why you expect her to love me? Just, I love you for no reason. And you can love me for no reason or for a reason. It's up to you. And that's when you just unload your bag. And that moment, you will learn to love her more. You will start to begin to understand what true love is. True love can be understood while you will realize it. Like you cannot realize a true love when you never understood. And understood happen when you have your mind is like calm. You're not carrying a lot of baggage. You're just having a backpack. Your legs are not hurting. So you can just walk freely. Why you have to carry a lot of baggage for no freaking reason? Don't hurt yourself. I mean, you're being stupid. Nothing.
Exactly. Wow. Because that's the most difficult bit, right? I mean, people assume that as a part of them. This baggage is me. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, they actually think I need everything. I need this. I need this. I need this. What happened? This. What happened? This not happen. What if I let him go? I will lose him. You lose nothing, dude. the end of the day, when you die, you just go with nothing. So why you're carrying your baggage right now? You're just spoiling your next upcoming journey. You're not getting enlightened. Why? Because you've been carrying a lot of baggage. The day I dropped my baggage, I stopped thinking about tomorrow. I stopped thinking what Virat thinks about me, what she thinks about me, what Abhishek thinks about me. I don't care. I don't give a damn what you think about me.
Exactly. I mean,
When
that's
I move
you've
apart,
actually set yourself free.
exactly, I'm already free. Like, why do you care? Like, the moment you care more, you're carrying a lot of baggage. What society thinks. That the moment you realize there is nothing called good or bad, it's already, you're free, because you're not caring. You're so like, it doesn't mean that you're careless, like you don't give a shit. It's like, first you have to set yourself free, then so that you can help others. But you cannot help everybody. You can only offer. And if they're not willing to take it, you let it go, dude. It's none of your fucking business. Your journey is yours, mine is mine. So I tried to help you because I had a good intention. But for example, I spoke to Virat and Pallavi in Goa when we met. This journey was a very beautiful thing ever happened to my life. Anyways, I was started talking about something like this. We had this deep conversation, and they were very interested and got emotional. Why? Because they are in a path that they want to learn. They want to unload. They want to know the secret of being. So they wanted. I didn't force them. They wanted. My intention was to give them, but their desire was to take it. But if in case they're like, nah, dude, listen, you know what? I have to go to party. Let's not talk about it. We talk about it later. It was also their choice. So you cannot help everybody. Whoever was meant to be, you can. And you don't even have to. It's like autopilot. They will come to you and say, hey, dude, listen, I heard something. You speaking of something, Kundalini. I really want to know. You was talking about psychological disorder. I want to know. How can I fix it? They will ask for help, or they will seek for help. So it's totally you. I mean, them. So you just go with the flow. If you are meant to help them, you will know automatically, because you have that intuition. Why? Because you're so sorted. You know who to talk, who not to talk, who to avoid, who not to avoid, because you're not selfish. You just know. And to other, it might be rude, might be, they will think, this guy has attitude. Yeah, but you don't have to care, because you know who you are. You know what's your purpose, and you understand the pattern of life. You have better understanding where you're going and what exactly you want. So you don't have to care. You know exactly what you want. That's why the reason of writing this book is just let you know that who you are, where you're walking right now, and where you want to be, and what is your purpose. The moment you know who you are, you will know what is your purpose. And the moment you know what is your purpose, you're enlightened. And the moment you're enlightened, you're awakened. And when you're awakened, you'll never come back.
So I guess very, very good topic. I mean, a very good segue itself when you spoke about purpose. So how I see things through my eyes is nothing is depending on each other, but it's more like a coexisting sort of a form, wherein initially itself in the podcast when you said, Dr. Andrew, about Shiva being complete with the Shakti, it was more about the way I heard it personally to me through my own filters was, it is more of coexistence, where there is going to be a Shakti and a Shiva, and Shiva being kind of a symbolism towards a higher purpose or a purpose in life, and Shakti coming from a place of the whole universe as such. So what is Shakti? Shakti is energy. Energy is the universe. Universe is the energy. I mean, there's no better definition to it as per my books. I was actually trying to figure out. I mean, it just came across to me that Shakti, the feminine energy, for lack of better words, it thrives in love, and it is a it is a mirror or maybe a clone of the universe for the individual person. That's how I see it. Now I know I have a purpose in life. I'm going to sort of focus that purpose. But when I'm with the Shakti or say the feminine energy, like the universe is going to test me, right? And I mean, the tests would be so subconscious. And I'm amused because for me, the universe speaks through that. The Shakti would show you a mirror image saying that, you know what, this is your bullshit. And if you cave in, and if you say, I don't have my purpose, or probably you're feared, or you're probably egocentric. Like you said initially, right? People couldn't really handle the feminine energy that well. And they were scared, and their standard operating procedure was, oh, she is bad juju. A woman can make or break. Sure, I get that. But she will show you the side of you which you didn't know really existed. And at the same time, she will catch your lies, your bullshits, your reasons, your stories, and whatnot you've cooked up in your head. When you actually realize that you're nothing, she's the one who's there as Shakti.
But it also totally depends on the females, because
no, I'm not disregarding that fact. I mean, by all means, I've come across a Shakti who's so damn stronger or at a different plane or at a different energy vibe than me, and it has caused trouble. But at the same time, it has also liberated me to a certain extent. But how I took out of it? No, so right now, while we were sort of speaking, I was actually thinking that my relationship to money, right? It was typically out of fear that someone has told me you don't have enough money and you're just a mooch or you're just a leech, and
that's illusion.
Exactly. In my head, that became the statement that I don't want anything from anyone. I'm going to be giving out. Even if it is money, I'll just shower it, because I don't want to be termed as a leech or in a relationship for something. For me, that became an innate fear, and the reaction to my fear was my ego, right? So
ego creates fear, actually.
Exactly.
And ego creates expectation.
Right.
Two toxic things ahead of time, actually.
Now, there was one feminine energy which sucker punched the shit out of me, which actually showed me the mirror image, and my reaction to it was probably destructive for me, and it took me years to realize that it was just in my head. And one Shakti was so calm, right? I mean, the energy was so calm that all my fears got absorbed. Although I still, as I speak right now, this very second, have some sort of a fear with regards to that, but I'd love to work on it. I mean, I'm not coming from a place that, no, I'm hardbound in it. So the importance of the feminine energy or woman on her own. I mean, by woman, I mean biologically, everything. People might disregard by, sort of putting that, science.
Stereotypes.
Exactly. Science says that, anyone can give birth. I get it.
The thing is that women in physical round, somehow they're strong in something, somehow they're not strong in something.
Exactly.
But the thing is that in the spiritual round, woman, the feminine energy is the extreme. It's the ecstasy, by the way.
Exactly. I mean, when you're actually aware. So for instance, for some individuals, they look at it as nagging, but for a few, it looks like maybe she's trying to tell me something. Maybe the universe is trying to tell me something. Am I aware? So that is where you catch yourself and say, hey, what the hell? I think I should mend my ways, or maybe, maybe I'm distracting from my path.
Actually, females are very intuitive.
Exactly. I mean,
because
the other day we were
energy.
talking about the same thing. Exactly.
They can feel things. Like my mom, if I'm sick,
Right.
we had first of all, we have the DNA connection, of
True.
course. First of all, I was created in her womb. So
Exactly.
already we have their connection. But the thing is that she's so much intense with the energy that literally I cannot lie to her, because she would know that I'm lying, because this is the feminine energy that really have intrigued to keep your Agnya chakra like kind of active, even they're in illusion, they're religious and stuff,
Yeah.
but still they have the intuition. Like, you know, my ex, like, I'm not supposed to talk about her. It's kind of like past, but
Yeah.
well, if I lie to her,
Mm.
she literally know that I'm lying to her. I cannot lie
Yeah.
to her easily, even though she pretend like, okay, she didn't understand, but she do from the within. So yeah, feminine energies are like extreme level.
Right.
It's either, look, it depends on the woman actually. If the woman is very much sorted from the mind, from the heart always been sorted. I mean, women's hearts are pure.
Exactly. Right.
But mind, if they're not sorted, it's just mind is the like director.
Right.
Like they misdirect them and they use their energy against you sometime.
No, but still, I have seen a certain set of women,
Mm.
even though going through these traumas and the problems and
No,
everything.
they're
for
sorted.
that-
They're sorted. This is their,
Oh, yeah.
they're witnessing
No, but
the.
they're coming from a place of working towards it, like you said,
Yes.
right? I mean, they're seeking.
They're
that-
sorted, by the way, but
True.
they're just going through an event that is kind of affecting them,
Exactly.
breaking them down, but
Yeah.
they're still sorted. But there are some women, they're not sorted,
Mm.
and that's where the energy been neglect. Like, you know, it affects you.
Yeah.
So feminine energy is extremely powerful in a good and a bad way.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Shiva, like it could be destructive, it could be very loving and very calming. It can heal you, it can break you too. So,
True. I totally
why?
agree.
Because they're like the atomic bombs.
And the only way I have felt the perfect way to tap into this energy was through the unconditional gifts and love that a male or what do you say, the masculine energy has to give as its purpose, the way I see it.
Do you know if you have a partner
Yeah.
or a wife, most of the time they get distracted. Why?
Yeah.
Because one of the reason is us sometimes. Because when you have such powerful energy,
Right.
you should learn to master it.
True.
Master it means what? Instead of distracting them, try to understand the energy
Exactly.
and enhance it. And that energy cannot be misguided. Like you don't provoke that energy.
True.
The moment you're provoking that energy,
Finish.
it's like it turning into not like, see, atomic energy can be used for a bomb at the same time generating
Correct.
energy.
Correct.
So it's just like that. You are not using it for good. You're using it for bad. So when you're distracted, you explode and it explode. You're messed up, dude.
True, because when I again put in the same template here, and it does make sense to me.
Yeah,
as
even
well.
you can take an example
Hmm.
of Kali Shakti.
Exactly right. I was
She's
actually
crazy at the
coming to
same
that.
time, very loving,
True.
very powerful. If you
Now-
go through the history.
If you see the masculine energy, which I was talking about, Shiva,
Mm.
it was said, right, to please Shiva was very easy, and he would give out vardhan for
Those are
I mean,
just the
what-
legends. Those
exactly.
are just the
Let
legends.
that be a legend, but if I have
Yeah.
to put it as a gift,
Mhm.
no, let me not put it as a vardhan as such, or maybe let me not put that as a superpower as such, which he's giving out, but as a gift. If you see it, he would never think twice and just give you immortality. For instance, someone
Basically, the Vardhan is your Kundalini. He just wakes your Kundalini. Just it's the biggest gift of your life.
no, again, I am not even digressing from that,
Mm.
but the whole masculine purpose, which I have kind of correlated to,
Mm.
was that it is all about giving out and
Okay.
giving out so much, and you have so much in you to give, but you don't have that necessary feminine energy in outside of it to receive as such. So, I mean, it's kind of a balance which is struck, and it is magical. That is what I've been experiencing of lately. When you ask the initial question,
Mm. But
But-
by the way, when you talk about feminine energy, it's
Mm.
not necessary that females have to have the feminine energy.
exactly. a
Sometimes
man
they
also
have
does
masculine energy.
True
by the
that.
way.
True that.
So energy, this feminine energy is just a thing, just energy. It's not
Exactly.
depends on the body.
True.
But it's up to you what you obtain or you observe or you just decide to have it.
Right.
So even a man, a man, when they obtain more feminine energy,
Mm,
they become the most powerful on earth
exactly.
because they have now two energy, masculine and feminine.
Exactly.
And you can balance them out 50-50.
Right.
You're just a bloody strong person because you are so loving. you can achieve everything. You know, you have to remember, with hate, you cannot achieve shit. But with love, you can achieve the whole world. Like,
True.
you can gain anything you want, literally. You can say the same word to a person, like, hey, listen, you know what? I want it. What you gonna do? And you can say the same word to the same person. Hey, bro, I really want it. Do you mind? Please give me.
Yeah.
Please. You do it from your heart.
Yeah.
It radiates the energy, and he will, like, he don't know why he's giving you, but he don't want to, but he just want to give you. Why? Because you just manipulated the energy, because you're using not masculine energy, you're using feminine energy there.
Exactly. The emotional.
The emotional.
The
So
love.
it just triggered his heart. You're not triggering his brain.
Correct.
See, this is the thing. Masculine energy is more on the brain,
Mm.
and feminine energy, it triggers your heart,
The center.
the center of your energy, center of your chakras.
Exactly.
So this is the portal where you can get into people's heart. Don't try to get into people's head. Always try to get into people's heart. By doing that, you're pushing them away. But getting into their heart, you're just pulling them close.
Exactly. And then distances don't matter. Time zones don't matter. Physical
And one more
locations
thing,
don't
when
matter.
you're getting into the heart,
Yeah.
don't think too much if you're going to lose or gain, because you have nothing to lose
Exactly.
and you have everything to gain. So
Exactly.
the moment you have love in your hand, you have the biggest weapon of your ever you can imagine. That's like
True.
a fucking atomic bomb. Like,
Probably the hydrogen one.
no,
Or probably
it's
even
much
bigger than
beyond,
that.
much beyond,
I
much
don't
beyond.
think we can restrict it. I mean, it's so damn beautiful.
Love is
that's why
infinity.
there's a concept of Ardhanarishwar, right?
Mhm.
Exactly. I was going to
Yes.
say that coexistence. Now I have certain correlations to that, but still for me, I've been raised by a wonderful lady. The lack of masculine father figure, or maybe the masculine figure in the household, actually initially set me off balance, but I didn't know how to sort of correlate to it.
Mhm.
As a child, it is important for you to see how the masculine energy typically works, like, but and at times a lot of dysfunctional families don't, even if having a father doesn't have a father figure, but when you see it from the energy standpoint, the feminine energy also at times turns into a masculine one, which you said about.
Sometime, yeah, when it's necessary.
Exactly.
And they do that, actually,
Oh yeah.
when it's necessary. But most of the time,
It's not their job, the way
Yeah,
I
I know.
see it. It's not their.
Yeah, and what I have experienced is actually you can also control it, right?
Yeah.
In terms in different circumstances, situations.
Exactly.
You can control the percentage of masculine and feminine
yeah,
energies.
you can. But if you
Yeah.
know, if you understand the energy,
Yeah.
only if you understand the energy. Like my mom, she was more feminine before,
Yeah.
feminine energy. But after losing my dad, she know that she have responsibilities
Yeah.
and she need to hold up the family. Because females are the one actually holding everything together.
True.
Most of the time, not all the time. I see her more masculine energy now, more, and she become more rough. And I don't complain it. Actually, I
Exactly.
think she's supposed to be.
Hmm.
But when it comes to her children, she become the complete feminine energy.
Exactly. Right.
She will be masculine energy just to protect you,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
at the same time, just to
Protector.
nourish you, just to let you know that I am not your dad, I'm your mom. She will become complete female, like Parvati, like
Exactly.
complete. Like when you are in pain, they know how to heal you. You don't have to. You don't have to say anything.
I mean, that's the beautiful bit, right? But us as a society, or probably us as a male, we've kind of systematically, per se, suppressed this energy and tried to maybe control it.
Mm.
But in fact, it is something for you to observe, something for you to get out of, something for you as a universe, a small little universe where if you're able to penetrate that, I mean, the riches of the world,
Mm.
not monetarily, but everything in the world is available for you.
Yeah, actually, I think we missed this point. The Kundalini Shakti.
Hmm.
Actually, it's not masculine energy. It's the entirely feminine energy.
Wow.
It's entirely when your Parvati wakes
Because
up.
the name itself is feminine, right? Kundalini.
Kundalini, not Kundalina. Something.
Or Kundal.
Kundal. Yeah. It's Kundalini. Why? Because it's the dormant energy, the
Wow.
feminine energy that wakes you up when you're not afraid to be a feminine.
Exactly.
Like with that time, gender doesn't matter. Like your dude, it's like Kundalini Shakti cannot be explained because it can only be experienced.
True.
And if you really want to do, as I said, detoxify your body, zero down the toxic, and you automatically start to feel good. And you just need little push, whether it could be Shaktipat. I will tell you if you want to know the Shaktipat. Or it could be just you pushing the energy. It's just that you're pulling the energy upward. You need something, like you need a medium, either your brain, your mind, or somebody do it for you with their Shakti, pulling it up. So basically, they're raising your feminine energy from the bottom. It coiled up. It's always crying to wake up, but you're just so much in illusion, so much in busy with your day-to-day life. You just forgot you're within. And that's the reason Kundalini cannot wake up, because you are not ready. Look, Kundalini can wake up even on your toxic body. But what's going to happen is that it's going to affect you. It's going to have a nightmare instead of dream. Hallucinate dreaming, basically. Like when Kundalini Shakti wakes up, like my experience I'll share, like when my guru, his name is Abhishek as well, Abhishek Pujari. He one day told me like, hey, you want to experience something new? I said, what? I don't even know what Kundalini is. I just know it's like, I'll raise your energy and I'll give you something like, hey, you know what, Andrew, did you ever smoke weed? I said, yeah, I did. Like, do you know how it feels when you smoke weed? Yeah. But have you ever ate mushroom? I said, no, just smoke weed. It's like, it's the feeling that you cannot explain. I'm like, yeah, I want to feel it. So 7 days, he took me to the forest. He said, you have to live like Adivasi.
Okay.
Like, what the fuck? Really? Like, where do I shit? It's like, you shit in the forest. Yeah. I was like, where do I sleep? You sleep in the nature. Your mother is the tree, will shade you and protect you. It's like, really? And what if the tiger comes? It's like, if you are calm, tiger will not say anything.
Wow.
You're the nature. So tiger know you're the nature. You will not do shit. Okay, cool. So he made me sit there and he said, you have to do nothing. I said, what I have to do? He's like, you have to do nothing. What do you mean nothing? Then what am I doing here in the forest? You will know. Really? So I was like, okay, you just explore without shoes and without clothes. So I went to the forest and I started walking on the ground. It's touching the mother nature. I felt like I'm getting grounded. Like somebody's like holding my leg like that. Because I become so sensitive. He said, keep your all 5 senses alive.
Right.
Like smell it. At the same time, feel the air on your skin. Same time, observe, look everything without judgmental. Just look and don't decide what's good or bad. And what all these things is going to do, it's going to detoxify your brain, your mind, toxic mind that you're in the city, you're judging everything. You forgot the touch of your mother. And true mother is your nature, your Bhumi, the ground, the land. So I start walking, I start feeling good. I was like, why? Why am I not feeling stressed, bro? I'm trying to think about my girlfriend. I'm trying to think about what my father did to me. It's not working. Why it happens in the city? And then it's like, that's because you're so much in nature and there is no negative energy. The thoughts you have, those are toxic. And you're not eating bad food here. You're eating everything out of the tree and it detoxified. And I didn't have food for 7 days, by the way, there. He said, just drink water out of the lake. Drink water and pee. Drink water and pee. Drink water and pee. So first 2 days, I started hallucinating. Like, I see like 3 trees, but there is 1 tree. Like literally I was drugged. I felt like I was craving for food and I didn't. So on the 4th day, I'm hungry. I woke up in the morning. I'm like, what the hell? I feel like running. I feel like climbing the tree. I become like a complete freaking monkey. Like, I was like, why, bro, why do I feel powerful and strong from physical body? Like, that's because your toxin level is going down and the extra fat is started burning.
Okay.
So in the 7th day, he allowed me to eat. He's like, no, you need to eat something. Drink, start with the normal juice. Then little bit heavier, then a little heavier. Now he said me one beautiful thing. Now, hey Andrew, you're a psychologist, right? Yeah, bro. So you know that your brain can be programmed. It's a very programmable stuff, just like a computer. So now your body is so detoxified. Now, in this stage, now you're eating, because I was not vegetarian that time.
Right.
I was eating meat. He said, now you can give anything to your mouth and it will remember and it will accept only this. And I promise you, after that, after you accepting this food for 2 to 3 days, you'll be not able to eat anything else other than that.
Wow.
So I actually decided, okay, I want to give up meat because I know it's suffering and all these things, we spoke about.
Yeah.
So I had all veggies for 5 days. And till now, 6 years now, I couldn't eat meat.
Wow.
Because my brain don't allow me. I don't know why. I just don't like I tried to eat someday. I puked. He said, you just reprogrammed your brain now. Your brain will not accept it. So that teach me beyond psychology, actually. We didn't learn these things in psychology. Look what ancient Adi Rishis used to know, which our science yet to discover.
Mm.
And this is the best way you can actually give up things. I lost 20 kg. I was fat. I have scars on my skin.
Wow.
That fat I was. I I had sickness, joint pain, back pain, sort of. I mean, I have fever every other month. Since 6 years, I had 0 diseases.
Wow.
I can resist any food. I can resist any environment, any temperature. My body accepts. And I never had corona. Even though I was with the corona patient, like my metabolism becomes so strong because I'm not putting toxin in our body. I do sometimes, but I also detoxify it. I balance it out. I don't put chemical into my body. I don't eat processed food. I just did little right now, but I know how to detoxify it. I will, for next 2 days, 3 days, I'll just have detox water to get it out of my system. Or maybe I'll just play a enema treatment of myself at home. That is also very useful. You just take out everything on your colon. You clean out your colon. See, when your colon is clean, your brain is happy.
Oh, 110%.
Yeah. So it's like a relationship from top to bottom. In between, there's nothing matter. Your stomach just digests. It has some chemical that releases.
What is the at-home enema treatment you said?
Oh, enema treatment. Actually, it's kind of weird and it's messed up. Guys will be like, what the fuck? It's a gay shit.
Yeah.
But
that's amazing.
That is if you try, you will never say it's a gay shit. Enema treatment you can find in Amazon. Like if you're in India or anywhere in the world.
You get the kits.
Yeah, kits. It's just like in Indian rupees, around 400 rupees just. It's cheap. It's like a bucket with the
but
3 liter.
First time I would suggest, go to a proper
No.
practitioner. And then...
Not necessary. Trust me, you go to YouTube. You go to YouTube, yeah. Trust me, my first time, I felt like shit. I'm gonna put that thing in my ass. No, I feel so gay. Now, my guru's like, listen, dude, you are acting like this illusional people. You're spiritual. For you, anything is useful. Yeah, like don't think. Change the way you think. I was like, oh yeah, it's a good reminder. Shit, yeah. I started thinking like those people around, like think that okay, let me try. And I just took that like small needle kind of thing. You have to shove it inside and just take a newspaper and read and just let the water come in. Because, when you drink water, it doesn't really reach your colon. It just gets the digested one. So, that you eat so many processed food that, this is a fact that it stays in your colon for 7 years. It don't go out with your shit. I will tell you.
And with enema it does?
I will tell you now. When I did enema, enema's rules is first you have to shit, like clean out what you already ate, and when it's empty, you insert the needle from the back. You're like reverse the water, like you put green tea or I don't prefer chemical. You can also do with chemical. Some chemical you can find, but chemical not recommended. You can use haritaki, organic coffee. Yes, exactly, organic coffees. So you put it reverse and then you intake 2 liters of water, as much you can take, as long you can take it. then you just hold it because you'll get a lot of pressure. You just massage your lower stomach, massage, twist, till you can take it. But make sure you're not in the sofa or something. You might explode. So you be sure that you're in the toilet, near to your toilet, so or inside the toilet. You just hold it for as much as you can. But I recommend 20-minute minimum.
Oh, okay.
20 minutes. It's hard to do it, but
Yeah.
20-minute minimum, do it. And then when you shit out, you just look down what it came out. You will know what you've been holding. And that creates colon cancer. That's where my father died. So, you know what came out for my first time? I saw black tar.
Do share.
No, black tar. Gluey black tar. And I freaked out that shit, that thing was inside me. And after that, after 5 minutes, when I had a cup of lemon juice or orange juice, I felt like, damn, why do I feel so good today? Man, I feel so happy after that. I'm supposed to feel like I'm raped because I put things in my ass. But no, I felt good. I felt like, okay, I should do it again. I should do it again and again every month, like at least once in a month.
Yeah.
And that cleanse your system. Then I didn't take much toxins. I just keep drinking a lot of water after enema because it wipes out the liquids that keeps your colon intact. So make sure you drink a lot of good liquids at that time, not hard substances. So yeah, clean your colon, detoxify your body, and you will automatically be a better human at that time. You'll not have a negative thoughts. So anyways, about the forest things. So when I got zero down my toxin, I felt like already I'm awakened. Anyways, it's like I can see and notice everything because I practice also with not to judge anything. So that judgmental thing reprogram my brain during fasting. Because when your brain hallucinate, that means your subconscious mind open to reprogram. That's why you feel different. When you feel different, you feel like you're a crazy person. Something is wrong. There's nothing wrong. It's something new. That's why you're thinking. Your brain is telling you that there's something wrong. There's nothing wrong. You're just hallucinating because you're just giving up your toxins that you've been holding. You're so used to it. That's why.
It's like
So-
after effect of giving
yeah,
up the
exactly.
toxins, right?
Yeah.
Because your brain is so used
No,
to those
actually
toxins.
while detoxifying. But when it
Yeah.
detoxified completely,
Yeah.
you go back to like your system reboot.
reboots. Correct.
So when it rebooted, you're so ready for your Kundalini. You just need a push. My guru said, like, come, do some breathing, pranayam.
Mhm.
So I was doing pranayam for like 10 minutes. I felt like how pranayam is working now. I was trying to do before, and thousands of thought attacks me.
Blockages.
Yeah. It's like now
Mm.
I feel like I see the lights. Just I see a single beam of light. I said, why? I asked, like, while closing my eyes, I asked my guru, what is that beam of light? That is you.
Wow.
He just answered it like, that is you. Like, really? This is a soul, how it looked like. This is a God look like. You know, you had a question, right, Andrew? How God look like? That's who it is. You are the God. And that beam of light is you. And he said, you want to see more? I said, yeah, I want to see more. So he just touched my forehead and he said few mantras. And I start feeling like electric, like, 1,000 watts of electricity passing through my spine and moving through my chakras. And I stopped breathing for a while. It's like I'm dead. Then you know what? I don't know if it's hallucination. I don't know what you call it. It's up to you. I'll leave it up to you. I saw me sitting in the forest.
Astral projection.
Astral projection in correct name. I saw me sitting in front of me and so calm and beautiful and amazing. And I freaked out in the beginning. I thought I'm dead. Maybe my guru killed me or something. So that's what I was thinking in the beginning. So I freaked out and I just started staring. And guru was saying something. I can hear him clearly, even though I'm dead. That, Andrew, you asked me, right, who you are? This is who you are. The body, you was living in that vehicle. You yourself is just a light. You were just out of your body for a while, just to let you realize who you are. That's a Kundalini Jagran. So when Kundalini wakes up, it just cleanses the rest of the thing. That shit, the curse that people have been doing, sending the bad energy, that cleansed. When I came back, okay, 7 days was crazy. After wake up your Kundalini, your 7 days will be miserable, kind of miserable. Because for me, it was miserable. For other people, maybe not, because I was not aware of many things. I was not knowing many things. I was having less knowledge about spirituality. So I used to hear noises, some kind of weird sound. I used to see faces on the tree, kind of like hallucinating, but it's not hallucinating. It's just that he used to tell me, like, I never used to understand dimensions because, we're living in a multiple dimensional world. So I could have literally see the different dimension. I could have see when I look at humans or trees or animal, I could see colors around them and different color. I used to ask Guru, like, what is that color represents? It's like the color you see, the dark one is a misery. Can you see that, man? And he took me to the city actually to show me the whole world, like real world. Like that's when I get to know like between truth and lies. I look at everybody, it's dark. So sad. It's like this is a sad energy.
See the aura.
Aura. I still do actually see people's aura. The first day I mentioned when I met you. That's how I actually connect with people. When I see bad aura, I don't.
What's ours?
You are a little bit imbalanced. Not a little bit, actually, a lot imbalanced, and they're a little bit sorted. In terms of, I think their perception makes them sorted. You still have a lot of kind of like a wrong belief system. Still, it's still corrupted inside. You need to really work on it. I believe your belief system needs to be improved, and your practices. I see that you are intake a lot of toxins, and your body is full of toxins, and you're not balancing it. So I think you do need to. And the moment you detoxify, you will automatically start to see the truth and start to question, because you don't question. You question the wrong thing. You will start to question real thing that time, such as, who am I? And why am I here? Why this tree is here? Why these things exist? Is this color is real? You will not ask silly thing like, am I devil or not? Because you're not devil, by default that time. And you will not question if there is devil exists, is the religion exist. No, you will know these things are bullshit already, but I want to know if this color is real. That time you'll be curious about such things, this little tiny thing that you don't even realize or notice. That's all about spirituality. You notice this tiniest thing and you're so curious, and that makes you big. Because the tiniest thing is the biggest, and the biggest thing is the tiniest. So biggest things sometimes don't really matter, because your soul is the tiniest thing. If you compare the whole universe, it's not even a dot. So you have to focus on that dot. So you are trying to focus on the whole universe, but you are at a freaking dot. How come? You need to see the smallest thing, then you can see the biggest thing in the smallest thing. Because you are the universe. You're actually not the dot, because right now you're a dot. But the moment you change your way of thinking, you're no longer a dot. You're a freaking universe, man. You're a god. And you just sit there and wish something, and you have it. Because you're not supposed to beg. Our religion teaching us to beg. Agar humko pass karwa diya, 100 nariyal charaunga, something like that.
Correct,
they say.
correct.
Yeah, mannat, and I will be fasting. Dude, the fasting was meant to you can say detox your entire body, your system,
Exactly.
so that you can think well. Not because you love your Bhagavan, you want to please your Bhagavan, because you are a Bhagavan. Basically, Bhagavan is trying to tell you that please yourself. You please yourself, you're pleasing me, because you are a Bhagavan. I am Shiva, Shiva is me. So you are Shiva. The moment you go in his state, you are Shiva. There is no difference between Shiva. Shiva was just a human just like us, divine soul who discovered things. That's why you call him Adi Guru. Other than that, we are Shiva too. That's why I wrote this book. I renamed this book to Superhuman. Shiva was a superhuman. So are you. So it's just that you are a little bit a dot away from your strength. You don't have to be a Sadhu Baba to wake your Kundalini. All you have to do is just freaking detoxify your body. I know you won't feel like. I know you will make hundreds of excuses. I know. Not 100, millions of excuses. But the thing is that the moment you decide to do it, you will do it. Because you want it. Because you don't want it enough. See, if you want it as much as you want to breathe, you will do it. You'll get it. If you want something as much as you breathe, you will get it done somehow. If I hold your nose and mouth, you cannot breathe. You just do anything to like to breathe, But it's the same thing. Like you have to be like, you don't have to believe in spirituality. You don't have to trust in spirituality. This is not a freaking religion. Religion is a faith. But spirituality is you just try it, you experience it, then you say your experience, because your experience and my experience might be different. Our individual spiritual journeys are individual, means it will be totally different, but different in a beautiful way, not in a negative way. You will never have a negative experience because it again depends on the way you think it. If you see only the good side, you will only driving yourself to the good direction, good side. For example, now you are messed up a little bit. Let's say you decided tomorrow I will drink a lot of water and maybe I will take break from my work. I know the first thing you'll say, oh, I will lose my client. Oh shit, I have a big company I'm handling. If you really want it, you'll figure the way out. Trust me. You'll be like, hey, listen, I'll go to South Goa. I will do water fasting. I'll go to a guru. I'll take a little help. Live in forest. Detox my body. I want to know if this guy was lying or he was bullshitting. So when you try, while trying, your life will change. Just while trying. So that's what I say, whoever listening to this podcast. You don't have to believe in me what I'm saying. I might be bullshitting. I might not. Why should you believe me? Why should you believe a freaking stranger? Yeah, you can, instead of judging me, you just say, hey, listen, there's nothing harm to try it. Just let me give a shot. And you don't like it, you move on. But I'm sure you like it. So something is related to detoxification. It could be your mind. It could be your physical body, your soul. It's always, there is no side effect, just like Ayurvedic. You can just take it as Ayurvedic. Psychedelic drugs or allopathic drugs or whatever you call it, they always have side effects. But natural medicine, something called Ayurvedic, never have side effect. Detoxifying is Ayurvedic. Toxifying is allopathy. Like, anything created by the universe, nature, have zero side effect. But anything human puts their hand into become toxic. Why? Because we are corrupted. We are no longer like the time of Shiva. Things has changed. We are moved into the Bronze Age. But we are now moving into Golden Age again, by the way. It's just like the stock market. Like you go up, 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 and it falls down. And when it falls to the max, it has to rise. So we are changing the age, and we're so lucky that now maximum, it's like thousands and millions of people are getting enlightened, and they're like waking up and saying, hey man, they start questioning everything. Dude, the religion I follow, it's fucked up. They're just pushing us away. They're separating us. I want to know why. That's when you just entered the door of spirituality. There's nothing such as spirituality.
Exactly.
Spirituality is a path. The moment you start questioning everything, you are a freaking spiritual. You just woke up from bad dream, nightmare, right? So the thing is that...
So I remember this happened yesterday. We actually were questioning the whole statement of why are we stopped by so many people to question. I mean, to the tune that, say certain said people say that, this is a theorem. This is how it is. Take it as it is. Don't start to sit and question and stuff like that. But when I see this land where we come from, this land was a firm believer, and the learning system was Shastrarth. You question,
yeah.
That's
your nature. That's
exactly.
like true nature.
Exactly. The
A
curiosity.
child is curious at the very beginning, right? But their curiosity is, shunned upon.
I am actually shocked, Evichan, because I remember every day you coming up with the statement, curiosity kills Chandola. I haven't heard it in a while. You get that? I mean,
even I told you a few weeks back, right? I don't feel curious now.
true.
Only about people's mentality. Every time Dada used to come, he used to say 2 lines and then stop. Oh, okay, I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Just to ignite that curiosity in me.
No,
And I used to get affected. Like,
So
There's no movie that I watched that I didn't know an ending to.
exactly.
There's no series that I didn't watch that I didn't know an ending to. Because, and it, while people, like to you all, you would feel ki was the fun then, was the thrill when you know what's to be expected. And to me, it was still the thrill. I would not feel any different than you. Even, in fact, I would feel a little more better or excited than you when that scene came. Because I
Yeah.
didn't over exaggerate or over emphasize on that feeling. It's a good notion to be aware what's coming and still receive it.
Yeah, exactly. And also, sometimes people don't question.
Exactly.
And there is few reasons. One is big thing, which is ego.
Yeah.
Because I know everything. I know everything. I know it all. See, you are, by saying that, you are limiting yourself. You're stopping yourself from learning, stopping yourself from being divine. A divine soul know nothing,
Mm.
but know
Actually,
everything.
this I know it all comes in front of certain people, I believe.
Mm.
And that happens because of ego, because you
Yes.
don't want to submit yourself
Yeah.
Right.
to
And
unknowing.
feel smaller
Yeah.
or little.
Correct.
Yeah, exactly.
correct.
Belittle yourself.
You feel insecure, to be saying in a right way. Like,
Mm.
Like you would obviously confront yourself
Mhm.
later on that, yeah, I had to do that, because you would
yeah.
kind of not want to do that again. But then again, it's ego in a way.
Yeah, but ego, that's the thing that actually stop you from learning, because you're lying to yourself. You're not lying to anybody. Hey, I can lie to you 100 things, but hey, do not lie to yourself.
Yeah, but at that, in that process of lying to everybody else, you start
Yes.
lying, living that
yes,
lie,
because
right?
you start reprogramming your
Believing,
brain,
correct.
Exactly.
brain to lie.
So whatever you put out
Yeah.
there,
But when you
will
become
also
when
come
you
back to
master
you
your
and you'll
brain,
absorb it.
when you master your
True.
brain, there is nothing wrong to lie to people, unless you don't lie to yourself. Like, just to fit into the society. When you become spiritual, it'll be very hard for you to fit into the society, because your thinking changed. Because the way you think, people will not like it.
Absolutely.
They will freaking hate you, because I am the black sheep of my family, by the way. But I don't give a shit. I say, hey, listen, this is my life. I'm the soul. I was born through my mom, but it doesn't mean they own me. They can love me, but they cannot own me.
Yeah.
They can only owe us.
Yes, they can owe us. But the thing is that nobody owns us. We are love. Love cannot be owned. It can be earned.
And I believe the sooner you realize, like, that consistent, what do you say, not bout, but then this energy that you want to, it's a self-injected kind of a thing that you want to feel obligated,
Mm.
You mean self-validation?
not
No.
validation. So, like, when it comes to parents also,
Mm-hmm.
you want to feel that way because that's how we've been fed.
Yeah.
That we have to be, like, completely aligned with them,
Yeah.
like be indebted to them.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't we straight away told, like, by, like, if I'm a father,
Mm.
I would rather have a talk with my child saying that it is me who brought you to life
Mm.
through various energies, power,
Mm.
whatever it is, but it is because of me that you are here. So I owe you a good life, right? A reasonable life.
Mm.
But then that is never told,
Yeah, but
because
also,
then the kid would start taking the father for granted then.
yeah.
I don't know what insecurity, and then hence it also delivers ego.
Yeah, actually,
We're
after
never told, like, just go away, live your life,
Mhm.
don't feel obligated to us.
No, actually, the thing is that your father or your mom also was taught the same illusion from their own
Yeah,
parents.
It's a,
Yeah,
it's a
this is-
vicious
It's a
this is-
chain. It's a
right?
chain.
It's a
This
chain.
is
You need to cut the chain.
inherited wealth, and, like,
Yeah.
that's
So,
what our culture
see,
That's
is.
exactly what we were discussing
Exactly.
yesterday, right? I mean, systematically through ages, maybe even the feminine energy being suppressed, the Shakti
yeah,
being
the
suppressed.
thing is that it's
and-
not just your father or mother. Actually,
It has
it's
been
the
long.
entire system. It's the entire society. It's the school who fucked up. It's like your school dumbing you down. It's like they're manufacturing donkeys. They don't want you to be beyond the box, because if they do, because they are affiliated with the government, because they need donkeys to run their factories and run their offices. Because if you become the divine, who's going to run your business? Who's going to work for the government?
It'll be a different world altogether.
It'll be a different world together. It'll be free world.
Decentralized.
Yeah, exactly. There will be no passport anymore.
That's what India was all about, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Veda was Vedic
Vedas
culture.
were,
Vedic culture
talking
was
about that.
all about you being peaceful. That's all. That's all matter. You go wherever the hell you want, just wherever you find peace. But now
we could
we
have
have boundaries.
avoided so many wars.
Oh, yeah, I mean, to a certain extent, even being in the armed forces,
Well,
you need to have a certain mindset, right?
if you talk about wars,
Hmm.
okay, if we start discussing about the wars, yeah, you must talk about the religion, because the first reason of war is religion.
Yeah.
When the religion came up, like for example, the first religion was, I guess, Hinduism. Second, it could be other, and the last is Islam. So Islam basically falls into the Bronze Age. Bronze Age, when it started, our Age started, and it's nothing called hate or something, but yeah, any religion is dominating. Dominating in not terms of like spreading Islam or spreading Christianity. It's about setting up the rules. The more rules it comes, that religion is no longer useful for a human. It could be Hinduism, it could be Christianity,
Yeah.
it could be Islam. Doesn't matter. No religion is bad, no religion is good. I mean, it's better. You just follow your heart and start questioning, and you will know, you'll get your answer. I'm nobody to tell you if Islam is bad or Christianity is bad. If you ask me my perception, I would say no religion is good for you. I mean, I don't know about you, but no religion is good for me. I mean, I tried all. It's not like I never tried religion. I went to church every Friday. I begged God, God, give me this. I'll do this. God, do this. I was just a fucking beggar. I end up with just khali thali, empty plates. But the moment I become a divine, my plate is full all the time. I just wish I get. If I wish for money, I have it. I want to write a book, I write a book. I don't beg nobody. I don't beg any God, because I'm the God. I understand my energy. I know how to use my energy. I know how to tune in myself. I want strength. I just tune into Hanuman Shakti. If I want to calm myself, I meditate. I go in the state of Shiva. That time I am the Shiva. When I want money, I close my eyes. I imagine Lakshmi. I want knowledge. Before I think of something, I think of Saraswati. I just don't get mistaken that I'm following Hindu religion here. No shit.
Exactly. I mean,
No shit.
It's just a way of life.
Exactly. It's just that I'm using a little bit of help, because it's just like, hey, I want to listen to Radio Mirch 101 now. I'm bored of this now. I need something else. I need English. 802. So it's just like I'm tuning in myself, because I understand the frequency so well. So I know where to connect, when and how. We are so natural that we don't have to be taught. We just know how to. When we just,
Exactly.
the moment you are in a state of silence, state of Shiva, why you say Shiva is a main energy, source of energy? Because without Shiva, you cannot connect to any other energy. Why? Shiva is a calmness. It's like zero. You become like so quiet, because if you have any questions, you only can get it in silent, right? When you're absolutely silent, your mind is no longer kiosk. You're like calm. You will get any answer you want. So, yeah. So don't get mistaken with the religion thing.
No, I get it. I mean, I for one have always seen things for what it is. Certain rituals helping me get calm. So I've found peace at places where people look at it from a religious standpoint. Say the tabernacle of a church, which is behind the altar, if I'm not wrong. That's what it is. I have been told. I've been the most calmest at that place. Was I following that religion? No. I was enjoying that space, right? For me, that
space has energy.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I was trying to, sort of segue into.
Actually, the ritual was made for something else, but by generation, perception changed.
Exactly.
So the thing is that they're seeing these things in a different way. For example, why do you think Hindu religion, they have statues before? For worship?
Maybe symbolism.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What kind of symbol? I'll tell you. Basically, when you meditate, let's say you want to connect to Mahalakshmi.
Yeah.
Now, how do you know how the Mahalakshmi look like? You need to imagine somebody, right?
Right.
So at that time, you don't have phones. You don't have images, printer, right?
Yeah.
The only way you can do it is imagine through the statue. So you go sit in front of the statue and you download that image into your brain, and then you animate it, that Mahalakshmi is throwing the golden energy and it's flowing through your body, and you're observing it. Actually, you're tuning into the energy. You're tapping into that Lakshmi energy, the money energy. You know, the money is also energy.
Right.
So that's why Lakshmi is the energy. Lakshmi is the money. So basically, that's how you tune in. So that's why this statue was made. But now what we do, Mahalakshmi, I will give you this much laddu. Please get me some money. You cannot do that. You cannot get money like that. You'll be just a freaking beggar with empty hand. If you really want money, you have to understand what Lakshmi is.
Yeah.
She is the goddess because she is the divine energy. But at the same time, if you want to gain that energy, you cannot get it by asking, because she is not a human. She is a divine
She's
soul.
Divine. Yeah.
Divine soul. Divine soul cannot be asked. It can be gained.
Right.
So basically, if you want to have the Lakshmi energy, you have to tune into that energy.
True. And maybe these statues were just a reminder for you that
It's
you
a
know, this is the
reminder.
energy.
It's a reminder, and statue has no energy. Okay, and maybe many Hindu people will get upset right now by hearing it. Statue has zero energy. Energy is the you. The total energy is your mind. How you manifest that energy. The statue is just a symbol that it's a Lakshmi. You don't have to do any ritual. Ritual become a thing, and that's how Hindu religion become worst. It become more on business. You know that I'm not lying, or I'm not bullshitting here. You just go and check their fundings. They're making huge money there. Actually, this is not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be more spiritual. Hindu religion was all about spirituality, the power, energy, Shakti.
Correct.
You know, it's not about rituals. Ritual is important. As a spiritual person, we do ritual, but not begging ritual. We manifest the energy. Lakshmi is powerful, man. Hanuman is the symbol of energy. Lakshmi is the symbol of money and wealth, health. Kali energy is the bad energy. It kills your bad energy. That's the symbol. When you manifest Kali into you, you're just killing. You know, the symbol she's holding, it looks ugly. But why? It's the ugliness within you that she kills your ugliness. That energy cleanses your body. She's not. You can see it in a two different way. Fuck, she looked like a devil. How come Hindu people are following that thing? No, you have to see it another way. There's the energy that cleanses your body. It cleanses your energy. That's why it's a Kali Shakti and Gayatri Shakti. You know, these are like healers.
During certain time in the year, if I'm not wrong, after Navratra, there is Durga Puja, right?
Durga
During
Puja.
Navratra, and right after that, there's Kali Puja.
Kali
as well,
Puja.
where a lot of Bengalis are going to Kali temple. And
Kali temple, yeah.
I got assisted to go there.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't correlate to anything.
Mm-hmm.
And in that presence, I felt
Energy.
I felt something. I mean,
It's cleansing.
now I'd call it energy.
Mm.
But I felt very, very peaceful leaving from there. And I want to come there again at any point of time I can.
See, the thing is that when you don't understand the energy, it's just the magic. When you understand, it's just the energy.
Exactly.
When you don't understand something, it's a magic. For example, you just take your iPhone, you go back, if you have a time travel machine, you just go back 50 years and you just pull up your iPhone and just start taking photo and showing the video. They will call you God, dude. They'll be like, damn, you're a magician.
Yeah.
Like, how the hell you can have a live video there and me moving, recorded? Like, same thing. Like, you know, like when you talk about spirituality, there's so many paranormal thing can happen.
Exactly.
You can transfer the energy, and if you don't understand energy, it'll be black magic either to some people.
True.
And some people, it'll be like
bad
something
juju or
stupid,
whatever.
something magical. But it's nothing magical. It was always been normal. It is normal, and this is how it's supposed to be. You are the energy, and the moment you understand the energy, it's nothing new. It's something very natural. When you go on the beach, you like it more. You no longer like city when you cleanse your body, because you that time can feel the toxicity. Like shit, I now understand what's the difference between toxic and good air. So
Right.
like I'm sure you visited Goa and
Yep.
you felt like you're cleansed. Why? Because their peoples are so happy. The environment is different there. There's a beach and you're just that salty water are the cleanser. They
Hmm.
cleanse your energy. Salty water. Salt is cleanser, cleansing
Wow.
chemical. So basically, when you go take shower in the beach, it's like the nature is showering you. It's like saying, "Hey, you've been carrying a lot of baggage. It's time to let it go." And you go
Hmm.
there and you just let go and you start crying. You start feeling emotional. Why do you feel emotional? Why? Because you've been carrying a lot and now you feel so good, and that poison comes out of your tear as a tear. So
Hmm.
let the tear out. Don't just try to be a freaking man. Like, I'm a man, I'm not supposed to cry. What this woman is gonna think about me? They'll think I'm weak. You're not weak. When you cry, you're not weak, you're strong. When you don't cry, you're a freaking weak man. You're not a man that time. You think you're a man, you're not. If you don't have that feminine energy, you're not a man. You're just a weak person. You think you're pretending to be strong. What's the use of pretending?
At times you've assumed that mantle on yourself.
At some point, you'll
Yeah.
get tired. Like, you'll give up. Like I
Hmm.
try to give.
And in those times it's more of a passive aggressive sort of a situation where you're bursting out, and then because you're unable to control that at
Yeah, yeah.
times.
See, there are so many things on the world you cannot control it, but you just have to do is change your perception, the way you think,
Yeah.
and everything will be sorted. Trust me. What makes you crazy? You have to understand your thoughts, just the thoughts. Whole world is same as before, and it will be always same.
Yeah.
But something can be changed. Is your mind, your perception, your thinking, the way you think.
Hmm.
That is changeable. But you cannot change the world. I told you in the beginning. You can only change your perception, the way you think, and everything will look different to you.
Wow. I mean, I've been told this also, that you cannot see your own back, right? I mean, there are things things you don't know, things you don't know that you know, and things you don't know that you don't know. Right?
Exactly.
I mean,
Don't try
way
to
beyond.
analyze that.
Exactly.
Don't try to analyze anything. Just try to question,
Right.
but don't question yourself. All those things.
Exactly.
Question your external, but your internal cannot be questioned. Your internal is internal, and it's always divine. When your external is sorted, when your internal is sorted, your external automatically will show you all the answers.
So, I mean, how I correlate this is, if I show a sense of confidence, it has always been internal.
Mhm.
Because I've aligned myself internally to a certain extent. Maybe I've said that I am not this or I am that. Perhaps more from a very different plane.
Mhm.
Maybe I need to take a step even further deeper. That
Yes.
who am I?
Yeah, who am
Yeah.
I is not. It's never ending question.
Yeah.
Actually, the more you walk, the more you find. The more you find, the more you get amazed.
Exactly.
And the more you're amazed, you want to know more.
Exactly.
So it is a never-ending journey, and it's beautiful. The more you explore, the more you get surprised at how wonderful you are, not how miserable you are.
No, because I mean, I've been name called. I've been done a lot of things in the past where I have actually had tears going back in my shower, because I've been cat called or name called, saying that you're this type of person, and you start correlating to that type of
Yeah.
person and get into a spiral and say that
The moment you listen to them, this is
Exactly.
when you fall into illusion. Just
And-
question them, not believe in them.
And now, when I see it, I'm pretty much the same person.
Yeah,
No, I
you
just
are.
don't care. It's so much better because I know who I am. I know what I'm going through. I know my journey, like you said.
The more you care, it's just that because you have ego
Right.
and you're insecure.
Exactly.
The moment your ego dies, your insecurity dies. And
Yeah.
when your insecurity dies, you're free.
True.
And you have no pain in your heart. So why would you hold pain and unnecessary baggage? Don't do that. Just start questioning everything, and don't accept everything. Analyze, verify it, experience it, and don't jump into the conclusion. Just keep the conclusion never ending, so you will never have suffering.
True.
So
Yeah. So, but just I want to circle back to the conversation we had earlier, right? I mean, you said that a child already has like uh, it doesn't have a dormant kundalini, right? But you need to also this external surroundings and the first the first people being the parents, right?
Yeah.
How can they conserve that energy and sort of make that kundalini, like you said, after 8 years you start people start to feed you lies and
Yeah.
you believe them, and then how it dies,
Mhm.
right? So how to
Basically,
conserve that?
basically they're corrupting your brain, and you have
Correct.
to uncorrupt.
So how, as an external agent, can you enable that?
What do you mean? Can you
Like,
be
So as a
specific?
parent,
parents.
how would you typically, ideally then raise? Because now you want to sort of, you're coming from a place of love, perhaps certain expectations as well. But you know that the child has a very active sort of, I mean, the child is the most imaginative, the most creative that you can ever see, the most loving as well. I mean, that's why they're taught, right? I mean, don't take candies from strangers or something of that sort. Creating those exact what do you say, mindsets. So I'm not trying to canvas this that
No,
start
no,
taking candies from
actually-
everyone.
How
Actually,
to
the-
conserve that?
Exactly.
Actually,
How do you really conserve a mindset?
all those energies. Yeah.
See, you cannot do anything about it actually, because your parents were taught, they're teaching you, and there's nothing right or wrong in there. First of all, second thing is that it will happen just the way it's supposed to happen, but there will be a time that they will actually figure out things, like you and I, but not everybody. It depends if there is a calling from the universe. If look, universe works in a way that if it's your time, you'll get the call and you will pick up the phone and you will say yes if it was meant to be. And if it was not meant to be, you would not know it the first sign. You will be in illusion and you will be in deep illusion. You will be in deep shit till you die. Maybe in next life again, it will continue from there because you just changed the vehicle, not your journey. Your journey is the still same. The day one, from the day one it started. Most probably you just reincarnated so many times. But hey, once you are enlightened, your kids will be automatically the same. Like for example, you're enlightened parents now. Now you don't follow illusion. Your kids will not follow illusion. Your kids will not get corrupted because you don't let them. And by the way, you cannot also control it sometimes.
Exactly.
Sometime what's gonna happen? They will learn the corruption, but they will uncorrupt themselves again. You can uncorrupt them again when they grow up, only if you want it. But only difference is with the corrupted parents and uncorrupted parents, their kids has to figure out by themselves, and they have to go with their rough journey.
Exactly.
Difference is they don't have to go through rough journey, but they will have to go with the rough circumstance. This is the part of spiritual journey that you don't see the roughness. Look, who's religious and who's spiritual? Religious are those who are afraid to go to hell, and who's spiritual, who's already been to hell.
Yeah.
That's how they become spiritual.
Very well put.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So there's a huge difference. So you're afraid to go to hell because your kundalini is blocked, dude. It's like you're so afraid of everything. You just want to be in there and comfort zone. Spirituality is not comfort zone. You break out of comfort zone and you get the hell out of there. You burn in the fire and you know how that fire feels. And when you go to the heaven, you really appreciate it. Like, oh man, it's like you're living in Mumbai and you're going to Goa, and it's like, oh man, this fresh air. Wow, man, it's so good.
Yeah.
Wow, this beach, this mountain, this people, so amazing. It's just like hell to heaven.
True.
So if you are already in, like, let's say Tamil Nadu, you're living in a beach and you come to Goa, okay, it's the usual things. What's a big deal? I was already in heaven, so you don't know what heaven is because you are in heaven, so you don't value it.
Yeah.
You don't appreciate it, and when you don't appreciate it, even the heaven is not even hell, even heaven. You're in a middle place, which is not fun. You're not enlightening, and you're not getting anywhere. So you need to experience hell, so that you know what heaven is.
No, but I'll agree to one thing that. So my spiritual seed, which was kind of sown in me, happened to come from my mother. Although she was, or she is still into certain beliefs and practices which I say that, whatever you have, I'll be a support to it.
Mhm.
But I will be choosing my own path here, right?
Like you're talking about yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
absolutely.
All right.
And it started off at a very young age.
Mhm.
When
Age of?
4, 5, 6.
Oh, that's very early.
Yeah. And I mean, there was always this curiosity which I had, which I killed in between, which I again revived
Mhm.
in
It's
terms
part
of
of journey, actually.
exactly. But a lot of things actually go by you. Probably you're not aware, but once you do happen to have that realization, it hits you hard.
Yes, it is. And also knowing the truth all of a sudden, it actually, you cannot digest it at
Exactly.
the first sign. And then it takes time. If you can digest it, you get used to it, you love it, actually.
True.
It's becomes
So a lot of
beautiful.
things happened early on in my life because perhaps I had that, if not the path shown, but probably a seed of curiosity which is sort of sown at some point of time in my life. Maybe like you said, right? The universe wanted it to happen. It happened.
It's
if it
like a
didn't-
puzzle.
Exactly. And there's no point in me actually trying to solve it out because now while you are speaking, I'm actually self-reflecting on a lot of things.
Mhm.
I'm processing that these things happened. These were my reactions to it.
Mm.
Was it correct? Yes, no, maybe. I really don't know. So I'm not even thinking of it from a right or a wrong perspective. But this happened, and here I am. This is what I have sort of manifested or created. So
So
it's
you are the best architecture of your own life.
Exactly.
So it's up to you. It's totally on your hand what
True.
you want exactly. That's why I always keep saying that if you ask anything, if you want something, you have to know why you want it.
yeah,
And before why, what you want it.
exactly.
And when you know what, you need to ask why.
yeah,
If you know why, and you have to ask when,
hmm,
how. So how it's going to be manifested is none of your business, but
Yeah.
you have to know, you have to give full details to the universe,
Right.
what exactly you want, how you want it,
right.
what you want it. These are very important. You just say, as I mentioned previously, that I just want money. You'll not get money. You need to know why you want this money,
Yeah.
for what,
Hmm,
and how much. It's important how much, because
True.
you cannot just ask, I want drinks to
Yeah.
the shop. You just go to the shopkeeper and say, hey, I want a drink. Like, do you want beer? Do you want Coke or water? You have to be
Exactly.
specific. Then only shopkeeper knows what to give you. How big you want the bottle, that also matters. And hey, I don't drink water in plastic. I need a liquid that has a glass bottle. You have to be very specific, right? Then that's how you get it. Your manifestation works depends on the details you give and how easy you are, how sure you are, how confident you are, how much you want it.
No, so I guess maybe at times, if we think about controlling the overall outcome, it's going to be really, really more problematic rather than just sort of living it.
You need
Right.
to live. See, there. My guru, the first thing he teach me,
Hmm.
and taught me in my spiritual journey,
Yeah.
is that live in present moment. He keeps saying
Exactly.
that, and it got so annoying. Like, I fucking hate my guru. Like, why the hell he's saying like live in present moment? I
Yeah.
ask anything, Andrew, live in present moment, and he's like so calm, and it's even more annoying. Like,
Yeah.
why this guy is so calm and I'm so hyper? Like, listen, you have to stop saying me that. But now later, the more I just moved on, and I realized that, oh yeah, living in present moment is a next level thing. Actually,
So-
the moment you
So
are
I've
present.
been posed with similar set of questions by someone. So yeah, I mean it's brilliant, right? I mean
I know.
I don't have an explanation to
I
it as
know.
well.
Exactly.
Why this? Why that? But I am amused and I'm enjoying the whole system of being asked questions.
Yeah, but
Because-
the reason I realized,
Right.
the day I realized that living in present moment, I said, yeah, guru is not annoying. Present moment means you just being right now.
Exactly.
Like, there is no time and space that time.
True.
There is just you and in the space.
True.
And that space don't exist anymore. Like, you're sitting here talking to him and you forgot yesterday and tomorrow. You're just being now. And that feels so amazing. It's like, that's where your worry doesn't work. You have no worries,
True.
nothing. You're just being so pure human that time. That's the meaning of being present. You just try once forgetting your yesterday and tomorrow what's going to happen. You just leave now and start staring at everything
Oh
and
my, the
without
feeling
judging.
is
Without judging. And or better thing, what I do, I just go on the next to the forest, zip on my thing, and then I start peeing and I start like feeling it. I just try to like feel how it feels peeing on the wild, and then look at the trees, stare at the bird, listening to the music. Dude, it's like heaven. I feel
I'd
good.
still say, I'm not stealing your thunders
Yeah.
here. You can still find it in your daily life as well.
Exactly.
You
It's
just
possible.
don't-
Even at your work, dude. Even at
Exactly.
your
I mean,
work.
if you're absolutely present at the 100%, because right now,
You can be more creative as well, by the way.
I mean, right now, as of now, while we're recording, I'm right now present in how you're looking and what have you worn and how you're speaking to even someone else's demeanor as such.
Mm.
And it's such a beautiful feeling,
Yeah.
man.
It is. Look, if even in work, when you are like in present moment,
Yeah.
like you're not thinking about what if I fucked up this project? What if I'll get fired? Instead, just focus today, now.
Man, I'll be honest, I've been given signs from him, I've been given signs from her, from you, from him. It more often than not is actually trying to center me. So at times I've been told that you're controlling way too much. At times I've been told that you're getting self-critical way too much.
Mm.
I mean this, and I take it as a sign which is coming towards me rather than someone trying to attack me as such.
Mm.
So I mean I think the question should be quite inwards as well.
Inwards, yeah. Like when you're in
Yeah.
present moment, you are not focused on external.
Exactly.
You are
exactly.
only internal. How? Okay. It's very easy to explain that because when you are focused outside, like you're
Yeah.
thinking, now I'm working. Let's say, so take a scenario like you are in the office
Mm.
and you have a project, you're doing a project and
Yeah.
you're thinking, what if I fail?
Yeah.
What if I get fired? Yesterday, Amit got fired. So it's my turn, maybe next. Why can't you just do your bloody business? Just sit there and think what you have to do right now.
Right.
Okay, I think this. You automatically become creative when you stop thinking. Stop thinking tomorrow and yesterday. Now you're
Oh,
so
yeah.
present that your Manipuri chakra is super active. It's like telling you, hey, go crazy. Go crazy there. Go crazy. Listen to the music and distract yourself.
So I've been the most creative when I've put down my papers at work.
It varies from people to
Exactly,
people.
right?
I told you our individual's life is different and individual journeys are different because maybe
Hmm.
during mathematics, some people like absolutely quiet. People like me likes hardcore music. Otherwise, I cannot do math.
Now, I guess very good segue here again. I wanted to ask you this: how does energy play while you're dancing?
Oh, yeah, it's a very good question, dude. When you're dancing, you're actually not thinking about your past and the future.
I
So
swear.
you become a center. Your energy becomes center. So it triggers your ecstasy and it goes here. Sometimes your kundalini can wake up while doing dancing or singing. When you do anything extreme, can wake your kundalini. Your kundalini is not stuck with the toxic.
Hmm.
Even your body is toxified.
Hmm.
Your kundalini can rise and also it can cleanse your body. By the way, magically you can say. But if you are doing something very extreme, like something you never did before, but you're doing it for first time, but it's extremely extreme,
Yeah.
like extremely extreme.
Right.
For example, dancing, like you get lost in nowhere. You don't know what you're not thinking at this moment that what he's thinking, what Andrew's thinking. You're just dancing like a mad ass, just like Shiva.
I've actually
Tandem.
tuned myself out to the. So I am into partner dancing, right?
Yeah.
I've actually tuned myself out of everyone
Hmm.
and just been feeling what is happening over there. Just been feeling through the sense of touch, through the sense of smell,
Mm.
through the
Because you're
Perhaps even
using
taste.
because it's the same lesson what my guru taught me that I was telling about the forest. Use your all senses at a time.
man. It is
So, yeah.
something. And
Liberating.
That wakes your kundalini.
a lot of times people have told me that you're rude because you don't talk to me. I'm like, this is. I just don't know what's happening. I'm actually surrendered
You
to
know,
the music.
that's when you say you're inverted inside. people will not like when you become extremely spiritual because you become more invert than external. So you're separated from the external, and external doesn't harm you anymore.
And to be honest,
So-
I don't really care if they think in such a way. But I've known that the person who's danced with me has left away smiling, happy.
Yeah,
And
because you shared the energy, because you were in an extreme ecstasy, and you shared some of the bite with her or him, whoever you're dancing with.
so I have also this ritual which I don't know came from wherever.
Okay.
I
ancient.
would always give double high five and really bow down to them.
Okay.
Maybe not thinking from a particular standpoint, but just saying that this was nice. So kind of
No,
practicing
that's
gratitude.
that's
as
called
well.
gratitude. That's
Exactly,
gratitude. That's
right?
that's a form of energy, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, gratitude is energy. It's like it's the fastest transformation of energy because it transmits the energy much faster
True.
than you can usually do it.
True.
So there's two ways you can transmit the energy much faster, which is intercourse, and one is that the kind of appreciation, thankfulness,
Hmm.
because that's why we say gratitude can do wonder. If you have zero, in my poem also it's written, if there is no gratitude, there will be no command. Wish
Hmm.
as you wish means you are a genie. Yes, you can get. Sorry, you are a Aladdin. There is a genie,
Yeah.
but if there is no gratitude, there will be no command. There will be no. Genie always says, "Your wish is my command."
Hmm.
But if there is no gratitude, there will be no wish. There will be no command. If there is a gratitude, there is everything for you.
Hmm.
Universe will open up the whole portal for you. You see, gratitude is the secret to manifest everything or
Hmm.
go forward. Because the moment you're not thankful, you're just stuck in one place because you have
True.
ego.
True.
Your ego don't let you say thank you. So if you let go of your ego, you will keep saying thank you for no reason even.
Exactly.
Because you're thankful for everything and anything and everything. And when you are already gaining. You're not losing. By saying thank you, you're not losing anything.
And I don't feel suppressed as well, right? While I'm thanking someone.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thanking for the time. I'm thanking for whatever. I'm
More
thanking
than
for
more
energy.
than you say sorry, you should say thank you.
Exactly.
Sorry
And
is a
that
negative
the-
thing.
While we are on the topic of saying like expressing gratitude, right?
Hmm.
How to receive gratitude? That is also one of the
See, you
questions
you
I
don't have to receive.
think about.
While you giving gratitude, you receive gratitude. It reflects.
Oh.
It's like a mirror. Like the moment you say thank you, God, thank you, universe, thank you, bro, you just reflected into you. You just received it. Even he don't say it, because if universe cannot say you thank you back, he don't have to say either. It's your ego saying that he have to tell me thank you back. Why he have to say thank you? He don't have to say thank you. Thank you always reflects like a mirror. Like the moment you say thank you to him, you already feel good, unless you remove that crap out of your thinking process. Like he has to say thank you or she has to say thank you back.
Yeah, but
It's
for
not
the other
necessary.
person,
Yeah, it's not.
Is that exchange of energy like? Can I also, manifest or harvest that energy of gratitude?
You already manifested when you say thank you. Even you know it without you knowing it, because it's like a mirror, as I said. When you say to me thank you, even I have an attitude, okay, cool, but you already manifested because you say thank you to yourself, because I am the mirror, because we are a soul, we are one. When you're saying thank you to me, you're saying thank you to yourself. So it's just the difference is I have ego, you don't.
Okay.
Ego, this means like I could have been beneficial, but I'm so stupid that I couldn't benefit from your thank you. You are the only who benefit, and you're so clever in that place. You're not stupid, you're not cheapo. You are the most smartest person because you know the power of gratitude. You just reflect it and you take it back. You're so like, it's like a gambler. Like, this is my money and I know the game and I will win it. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm just stupid that I'm not receiving your gratitude. By receiving your gratitude, I would feel bad if I change my thinking instead. See, that's why you need to focus more on whoever listening to the podcast. They should work on their belief system. Belief system is everything. It's the operating system of the soul. And your hardware is your body. It will respond according to your operating system. If your software is corrupted, your hardware will not respond. It will lead to the wrong direction. It will overclock. It will heat up the engine or machine. If your software works well, which is the belief system, your machine will work like a flawless person. So we are a machine, by the way. We are a bloody biotech machine. I've written in my book. So better you fuel it with the better fuel, and keep your software updated, and don't let it get corrupted.
Yeah.
This is very dangerous. You end up with virus of society, the illusion, something called illusion,
Maya.
Matrix. Have you seen the movie Matrix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to watch it again and again and again and again till you understand. It speaks about how you're dreaming and get out of the dream and see the reality. The moment the eye of Shiva opens, you see the
Right.
truth and you become Neo, which is divine. Neo thinks that everything is limited there. When you
Yeah.
wake up, nothing is, he can bend a spoon with his mind. That's who you are actually. You're divine. But your mind does that. In reality, it's not. Reality is something else. Your mind was programmed to be something else. So reprogram it. My subtitle of my book is Unlearn and Relearn Again to unlock your divine energy, divine dormant energy, sacred energy. So
And once you have experienced such energy, such awakening, how do you protect yourself?
you don't
from
have to
the-
protect. You're already protected. Because the moment you saw the truth, you'll not go back. Not at all. You will, you when you come from heaven, come from hell to heaven, you know what hell and heaven is, and you will never dare to go back. Why would you do that? I mean, your system will not allow you. Your operating system itself, your system will say, no, enough. You're in heaven, you enjoy your moment. Now, why to go back there? You don't have to protect. You're already protected by yourself. Yourself will tell you, man, you win. Now you just enjoy.
That's
You
why
had enough.
you have to go through hell to
Yes,
understand.
hell is important
Very.
because hell is very important. It's a training ground. You train yourself there.
True.
And you perform in the heaven. So hell is a training ground, like when you're sleeping in the movie, if you have seen, he was training there while he was asleep. He was in heaven. When he woke up, he just don't have any dream anymore. Forget about nightmare, because he's in a real world. The real world is what you see when you get out of the illusion. Your illusion, the Maya, it just programmed you to go with their flow. You are like slave to your own mind.
Yeah.
Your mind, see, you are the jailer, and you are the you are the police, and you are the criminal. So now, if you want to get out of the jail, you are the only police who can decide to release him and get out.
Or
And
create furthermore
exactly.
stronger
And
jail.
if you are the criminal, you are the only one who decide that I'm not a criminal. I have to get out, get the hell out of here. And when you get out of the jail, you're free. It's just matter that you just open the lock and just get out. It's the key also on your hand. It's just that you don't decide to do it. You are in a comfort zone. Hey, you know what? I'm cool in my jail. I'm fine. I get one-time food, chill there. Maybe sometime if I request too much, give me some smoke. But it's not like that. If you decide to get out, you just can get the hell out of there and you're free. It's your decision. It's up to you. It's everything on you. You are the God. You are the creator. You are the best architecture. The way you architect it, it's all in your hands.
I think there's this one segment which we typically pick up within the podcast where we talk about certain resources that would help our listeners, maybe say certain reading material, certain YouTube channels, or certain content which you could typically consume to feed that particular curiosity or something of that sort, or maybe certain path. Now, in this case, I typically look at podcasts as more like human books.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you're listening into, you're tuning into.
It's more of natural conversation. That's very useful piece of information.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Although it is typically longer, but then again, a lot of points to.
It also depends. Not everybody is gonna even listen to your podcast, because only those people have that kind of perception, looking for answers, and they think like, I think I can find something there. They will listen and they'll keep coming back because they got the taste of it.
Exactly.
And if you don't have the taste of it, you'll feel like it's just normal water. But if you know the taste of it, you know there is something, some minerals in there. I need them.
That's good for me.
That's good for me, good for my health. I think it's good for my development.
Wow. So what resources would you typically recommend to the listeners that, you know what?
Listeners, the best resources right now out there, because I hate reading book, even though I'm writing book. Be honest with you.
So we'll do a very good shout out to your book for sure.
Yeah.
But
I'm being honest. I hate reading book, but I still do read book when something intrigued me. Like for example, I read so many of Sadhguru's book. I hate reading, but when I like some topic, I really take initiative to read it because I know I'll get something there. Why not? I just spend little time. Sometimes I take a lot of time to read a book, but something interesting. So that's why I've decided to write interesting book, not something boring that is not useful. I just take every small bit and pieces and I join together so that they don't get bored while reading. The more they read, the more they're going to get intense with that.
Wow.
Get curious. But for me, book is not the best solution. It's the second best, I would say. The best solution is YouTube. There's nothing could be better because we love watching visual. We are more visual.
All our senses are active, right?
Yeah, exactly. I would suggest Sadhguru. Listen to Sadhguru, Osho, Golgopal Das, something. There's
Gaur Gopal Das.
Yeah, Gaur Gopal Das. Yeah. I'm sorry about the name. Such people. And there are some more spiritual people. I can give you the link. And you can just put in the description below.
For sure, I'll do that.
It's a highly recommended. There's one dive deeper, one channel. It's a black dude, African American, amazing. He's like the power storm, when it comes to spirituality. He don't talk normally. He's very abnormal, and that's what the normal. That's actually how our true nature is.
Right.
To be abnormal. Why? Like, normal means discipline. Should not have that much discipline. Discipline should be in terms of food, eating habit, sleeping habit. But other than that, your expression, your feeling should not be disciplined. Your discipline depends on your heart, not the society. So your society is just trying to tell you what to do, what not to do. This is none of their business. This is your business.
True.
So you are your business. But what others are doing is none of your business. Why would you put your energy into something else? So anyways, my recommendation is YouTube, such spiritual channel. I don't recommend them to see motivational video, not at all, because motivational videos are shit. You just watch it for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you go back to do same shit you were doing. You get demotivated in just 5 minutes. But spiritual informations are so powerful that it gets stuck to your brain and you start questioning it. But they don't make you question. They make you like do things. Hey, you have to wake up in the gym, like wake up in the morning and get to the gym, and then you have to be disciplined. Dude, you don't have to wake up and shock your body. Wake up in the morning, take deep breath, and say thank you to the universe. Do little breathing, then your body is so ready for gym. You'll not feel lazy even. You go like wake up in the morning and go to the gym. You will feel like sleepy while doing, and within 4 or 5 days you'll give up gym, most probably. Most probably, I have seen most cases. So if you really want to do the gym, first give your body little time to wake up. Take deep breath, say thank you, your body energized. Then you take deep breath, take prana. Prana is more important than gym. What you gonna do in a gym if you don't have enough oxygen in your body, right? So motivational videos are crap. Actually, it's totally useless. It will not help you for a long run. But if you instead understand your within, it will know what you want. Not that guy saying that you need to do these and that. Because in this case, you know what you want and you do exactly according to it, right? Okay, don't need gym. I need a little yoga. Maybe I'll do a little gym later, cardio, before going to the office. Do exactly what your heart says. That's when you're going to succeed. You're going to achieve something. If you want to be a millionaire, rich, why not? There's nothing wrong to be rich. And money is not evil. You are evil sometimes because your mind is evil, your thoughts. So, yeah. Just watch more YouTube video and podcast, of course, because podcast, nothing hurts. You just take a phone, shove it in your pocket, and just put a headphone, keep walking, keep doing, keep Like,
Or even if you're driving.
yeah,
or
while you're driving,
reducing screen time. or whatever.
exactly,
Yeah.
just put it on the speaker and just keep listening while you're driving. I think that is more fun instead of listening to some crap music saying Beyonce, or I don't know, some Lil Wayne saying that fuck the money, fuck the drug, and all these things. These are actually reprogramming your brain to be an asshole, pure asshole. So don't be that person.
Right.
Instead, just listen to podcasts. I'm not saying this podcast, any podcast, especially Jay and many other.
Jay Shetty.
Yeah, Jay Shetty and many other. They are making very good podcasts. Podcast and YouTube, and I guess yeah, that's it. These two things are very highly recommended. And some good spiritual movies like Doctor Strange is very good, and Doctor Strange Part 2 I didn't see yet, but
Oh, that's amazing.
that's kind of spiritual. That's kind of spiritual
Yeah.
movie. They talk about chakras and stuff.
Exactly.
They give you a little bit of taste of energy. I mean, in a fantasy way, but
True.
but I mean, it's up to you how you see it.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
what do you take out
Yeah,
of
because
it?
you know, when I was watching Matrix in childhood, it was just an wow action movie. But when I woke up, I mean, from my bad dream, I become spiritual, and when I saw Matrix, it was different kind of wow. Like
Yeah.
fuck, I've been growing up watching this movie, and I don't even know it was saying something else. A red pill and the blue pill.
Yeah.
Shit, that is so deep. Like wow,
Very.
that is a different wow. And that time
Exactly.
it was like an action wow.
Right.
All right. So yeah, this is my recommendation if you ask me.
This is actually very, very different perspective, because I had a thing for motivational videos, to be really honest, and so much so that I'll consume it every day just so that I kind of wake myself up.
Actually, instead of watching motivational video, there is one more way, scientific way to reprogram your brain. Go to YouTube and type spiritual affirmation, spiritual abundance affirmation. You'll find few of them. I can give one link to you and you can share it to your public. They can download this video. I know it's not really legal to download, but I would still recommend to download it because nobody's selling it. So download it and convert it to MP3 and download it to your local phone player. And then you put it on loop. And you fall asleep with that audio, and that audio says like 100 positive words. I am beautiful, I'm wonderful, I have no problem with money. And there will be like 100, it's like 30-minute worth of audio. Basically, you fall asleep, and your subconscious mind and conscious mind, it's divided into two, your brain. And conscious mind is just 5%, less than 5%. And rest is the subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind works in a maximum potential when you are in sleep.
REM.
Yeah, it's
The
called
REM.
REM. Yeah, REM.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at that time, your portal opens to reprogram. It's like the programming mode. So at that time, you fall asleep with it and you put it in loop, and it's keep playing whole night. And if you do this for 21 days, I guarantee you will become that person. Your brain will start to believe that. So this is one of the way I actually helped 110 people. I am a psychotherapist, of course. I do psychotherapy, and I avoid giving them psychedelic drugs. I
Prescription.
hate psychedelic drugs, sleeping pills and stuff. There's a way you can actually fall asleep.
Exactly.
You can trick your brain to sleep. Just switch off your bloody light for a while and listen to some hallucinating music or affirmation, and just focus on the affirmation. Just focus what it says. Don't have to remember it because your brain will anyways remember it. Just don't remember. Just focus what you say, and you say it along with it from your mind, and you automatically will fall asleep. And before 1 hour of your sleep, do not turn on the light. Do not stare at the screen. Not phone, not computer, because your pineal gland has to understand night means night, day means day, and it will regulate your body according to it, and your body will respond to it. So, and this way you can actually reprogram your brain, and your personality will start to change within 21 days, because your brain needs 21 days to reprogram, approximately, roughly. So, yeah.
Perhaps one of those ones which have actually kept me silent the most, because I've been thinking a lot during this podcast. We've been speaking about your book, which is amazing, and I'll highly recommend everyone who's listening to give it a read. Sure, your paths might be different.
Mm.
Your end goal might just be perhaps different as such, but
Mhm.
I think this sort of an understanding has given me a lot of food for thoughts, and I'm sure a lot of our fellow listeners who are here till now also have this to them. That what I'd recommend is be open to receiving, be
Yeah.
aware of what's happening.
Exactly.
Even if it is fear, you need to be aware that there is fear.
Awareness is very important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Living
It plays
in the
the
present.
main game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It plays the main game
True.
in your life. Be aware and don't judge it. At the same time, analyze it.
Exactly.
Don't believe in it straight away. Just analyze it, but
So-
don't have to judge it without judgmental.
So the VAbE itself, the name that the other day we thought it was Virat Abhishek experience, but I mean Abhishek Abhi-chan himself
Hmm.
sort of said it right. Values, awareness, belief, and experience. Probably some really I don't know where it came from, right? I mean, you just messaged it the very next second. So if you want, you can really
Yeah, I
talk about
just googled it actually.
Okay.
I mean,
Easy
what
peasy.
could be the? Yeah, I mean, just trying to make sense.
But I am not sure if you Google so fast. I mean, companies are going to take you away.
So
and,
maybe it just came randomly. I am
because
not able to remember.
I remember this. I send him that this is the name that I am thinking. So he's like, this sounds good. We can put it as this abbreviation. And now I'm beginning to correlate to a lot of things here. Now I'm much more aware of these concepts that we are trying to bring in here. But with every podcast, what we are trying to achieve is just to sort of put things out there. I don't think both of us, we were just talking that we really don't have any expectations as to where this is going to lead to.
True.
Even if it helps someone, if it doesn't, I'd still leave it for the users and the listeners to sort of debate onto that. But as far as I'm concerned, I think I'm like Varun always said this, right? There's magic which has happened in this room. So
Yeah.
maybe the energy was
I
good.
believe that now because
Yeah.
there's many new things came up that people can actually
Exactly.
get to
Think
know
about
about it.
Read
Discover
my
something new.
aura now.
Your aura is always a little bit messed up. You need to work on it.
Tell me more about it.
So now the
there's
curiosity
nothing
is up.
more. It's nothing more. It's just that you are curious, but in a wrong round. You just need to change your belief system. That's all. You're actually on the path. I see it. You don't believe in many things easily, but you do have a wrong faith still in you, which needs to be changed. Because I understand you've been through a lot, actually. What your energy says is that you've been through a lot, and those things made you think in this way.
Yeah.
Your environment, that event you encountered, like sometime it could be you got cheated by somebody most of the time, and that put a little bit hate in your heart, and you started to see in a different way. Sometime you discovered that toxic people, the toxication came into you, that also imbalance your energy, that also, but overall your belief system, it has to change. And only best way you can actually change your belief system is spend a little bit more time in nature, a little bit more time alone, absolutely alone in nature. I guarantee you will discover something new. I guarantee you go to any place like Himalaya or Himachal area or Goa or anywhere, somewhere in nature, completely nature, and you're alone. Some isolated place, go for hiking and think of nothing, just keep observing. Like you're a soul, you're just born today and you know nothing. Just let go of your ego. Keep your ego in your pocket. That's all. Just don't take it out for a while. Just go look at the sea. Why the water is like that? Why it's so beautiful? I smell so good. Oh, where's the smell? Investigate. Trust me. Do this for straight 3 days. Go for a trip and you call me and tell me how you felt and why you feel new. You feel something new about it and you want to know more about it. And you'll get so addicted, it's like drug, that you want to do it again, but new places. I have discovered my spiritual journey in this way. My guru taught me from the jungle. Then I discovered, okay, I should go to beach. Oh, I think I should go for hiking. So the more I did it, the more it started to cleanse me. The more it started to cleanse me, the more I become more aware of things. Like, I think I should not eat meat. I think I should do this. I think I should listen a little bit more. My guru, he's saying to be in present moment. But when he was saying in the beginning, I was hating it. Fuck you, bro. Like, what's wrong with you? You're saying every time, like, be in present moment, be in present moment. I'm in pain, dude. Why are you saying this? You're saying to a patient what pain is? Like, no, actually, he was trying to say me something, but I was blind. So your toxicity made you blind. That's all. You need to like spend more time, and everything I said here will make sense to you someday.
And I believe
At this moment won't, maybe most of the thing, but when you're aware, when you're more awakened, you will, like, every single time you will remember every word I said here, because this is what exactly happened with me and my guru. Everything was bullshit to me what he's saying, but when I like detoxified myself, I started to realize, shit, the guy was so right and I was wrong, because my ego blinded me to think like that, like, this guy is idiot, I was idiot, right? So I hope my things will not make that much sense to you right now, but when you go out there, explore your inside. I'm not saying you believe in me or explore something else. You explore your inside and you will know what I'm talking about. That's very simple.
And I believe this kind of programming actually is eternal and long lasting.
It's not long lasting, just it's everlasting.
Yeah.
It's not
Better
long
word for
lasting.
that.
Long lasting is like temporary still, but this is
Yeah.
not temporary, it's permanent.
And this is not done externally
No.
by
And
anyone
it's
else.
never ending as
coming
well.
from internal
True.
energies.
And
right?
you'll be keep fixing and it'll be never ending. And you'll be discovering new. That's the beauty about this journey. You never get bored. Right? You get bored of money, you get bored of luxury, you bored of everything, but never to yourself. The more you spend, the more you like it. Right?
Nice. But yeah, coming towards the natural course of the podcast, I think, I mean, there's nothing but gratitude which is coming out right out of me in terms of being very, very happy that at the right moment I came across the right set of people. That's the first.
I'm thankful that I'm
Oh,
here.
absolutely.
I got an opportunity to speak. I don't care how many people are listening to it.
Yeah.
Even one person listening to it, I'm thankful, because at
Exactly.
least I thought somebody, at least that one person, something, and he will spread the word anyway. So why do I care? Why do I need viewers?
Exactly.
That one person go up to their 5-6 friends and start
True.
talking about this crap we are talking. Maybe it'll be crap to them, but someday when they happen to realize, it'll be no longer a crap. So this podcast is even useful or extremely beautiful, even it heard by just one user and online. So that's good enough.
I think the ways have changed in terms of spreading the spiritual.
Yes.
Yeah.
And technology actually made it much easier.
Easier, yeah.
Sometimes technology is bad. Sometimes it's extremely good.
Yeah.
It depends on how people
How
use
you
it.
use it. Same as the nuclear energy, right?
Nuclear energy, at the same time, your mind,
Mm.
everything works in a same pattern.
Yeah.
It depends only on you. What do you do
Mm.
with it? I can give you a gun on your hand, and I can give a gun to the soldier, and the soldier know how to use the gun, and he will protect himself and protect you. But you can kill yourself with that.
Yeah.
So it depends.
You have
If
to
you know,
train your
if
mind.
you train your mind, exactly, you need to know exactly how to use that weapon, because weapons are always powerful. Your mind is a weapon, so
True.
you better master it. Don't let the brain take over you before that you take over it. So you train it well so that it works according to your need. Don't overuse it. Don't less use it.
Exactly. Don't be a master of it and
Yeah,
not
be a master of
not
it.
a
If when you're a master, you
servant
know
of it.
what to do with it,
Mm.
right?
I guess, yep. Gratitude is what is just coming out of me as of right now. But there's so many gold and diamonds that have been sort of come across. I mean, revealed itself today. Maybe for the listeners, it works. It doesn't. It's completely fine. It's recorded and out there.
I think they should
feel free to-
they should watch your next podcast with other Abhishek, the guru.
Yeah,
Maybe with you guys next time. Hopefully,
absolutely.
come in the
We're
studio.
absolutely looking
Yeah,
forward to that.
he's my master, by the way.
Yeah.
He taught me, because he's the reason I'm here today.
Correct.
He's the reason I'm alive. I'm saying this again and again because I would have been a miserable person. I would not be your friend. You would not find that Andrew who's happy, laughing, crazy,
colorful.
Yeah, colorful, like a gangster, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am like this today because of one person. And why not you be that person too?
True.
You be that guru. Like we all are guru by individual.
True.
We get the knowledge, we share the knowledge.
True.
So you watch this podcast and talk about it. Why not?
Absolutely.
Share it to your friends. If you're watching or listening to this podcast, do make sure you share it with your friends if you think it's necessary. You think it's worthy. I highly recommend.
And really, thanks for plugging that in. I mean, that's amazing. But a very definitive plug-in goes out to Decilabs, who've been through the thick and thin, and I guess the right time where we came across this. But so a lot of good things that have come out. Probably the primary being sort of staying aware of what's happening, and just don't lead your life blindly or unconsciously
in illusion.
Or perhaps in an illusion, and create misery for yourself.
Start questioning it. That's all.
So AB Chan also usually says it that why do you want to answer the questions by yourself? If there is a question for someone else, let that person answer.
Exactly.
It's as simple as that. But
exactly.
Having the questions is going to be very, very, very important. I think roll huge, big thanks to Dr. Andrew to step in.
Thank you
and
too, and Abhishek and Pallavi as well, because giving me a lot of time listening to me. Actually, these days people don't have time to listen. They want to say more.
Exactly.
I think listening gives you more.
Oh yeah.
Saying more.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying more today because you gave me a chance.
That's one.
Otherwise, I would listen to you. I would question you. Abhishek, when I was with you in the car, I was keep asking you question. It was a bit annoying, but I love to learn. Like whatever knowledge you have, I'll give you later when you ask me. Otherwise, I won't. But I like to take more. So today, since you guys gave me a chance, thank you. Thank you again. Gratitude. Thank you, because this is the way you can enlighten the whole world.
Right.
If they watch it.
And yep, so that's the way for all of you. And yep, as usual, the certain said surprise towards the end of the video. And thank you for tuning in today with us. And this is me, Mr. V, signing off.
A.V. Chan signing off.
And Dr. Andrew signing off.
This is Pallavi signing off.
You guys have a great day ahead, a great night, a great evening, a great afternoon. And
only two thoughts in my mind.
Okay.
One is, how the hell did I keep quiet for so long?
I was wondering
in the first 10 podcasts, like, I don't know, like, I never shut up.
I don't know how the hell I was speaking that long, because I usually don't speak that long.
And secondly, I would like to experiment enema.
You should actually.
Big shout out.
You should.
Big shout out to enema.
You'll feel better.
Yeah, but definitely detoxifying is the way to go.
Yeah, I highly recommend and encourage people to detoxify yourself and stay healthy. Healthiness. If you keep your physical body healthy, your mind will be automatically healthy. That's the last thing I would ever say. Right then.
Great.
Without any further ados, thank you very much, everyone. And here's the surprise, the special music for you all. We all love you. And thank you so much for tuning in. And yep. Bye-bye.
You just heard the VAbE podcast. And this is us signing off, leaving you all with a beautiful, beautiful track. Music credits in the description below. Find us on the major platforms by Google, Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Links in the description. Show us some love in the comments below. And do tell us what you loved about our thoughts. This is us signing off yet again. Peace.
रूपात भिजले रत्न प्रभात नुलाले नटले अप्सरा आली, इंद्रपुरीतून खाली पसरली आली, रत्नप्रभात नुल्याली ती हसली गाली, चांदणी रंग महाली अप्सरा आली, तुलावर चांदण ढाली.
छबीदार सूरत देखणी जणू हिरकणी नार गुलजार